understand where a woman is coming from, because we always talk about, oh, after 6 months that's not long enough to be in a relationship, but after 6 months you're expecting me to be 100 with you and tell you certain things that I've gone through that have been traumatizing to me. And the fucking minute that I tell you, mind you, when the 6 months, you told me recently, like a few weeks back, 6 months, like, oh, that ain't enough time to make sure that I love you or this or that. So why the fuck do I have to tell you about something that breaks me, that traumatizes me, that hurts me, and then the first thing you gonna fucking do is be like, well, I'm cheating. No, you're not saying, oh, let's go get a therapist, let's work on it, let's try to figure out a way to make you feel comfortable with me. You're not saying that. So that's why sometimes we're just like, yo, your point of view is fucked up, because the first thing you want to do is now hurt me even more. Like, what type of shit is that?
Hey everybody, it's your girl Jada B. And I just came here to let y'all know that everything we talk about is straight facts, no cap. All we do is try to make relationships better. We just trying to promote love. We're gonna have a dope ass guest, and we just hope that you tune in. Don't ever forget.
You can't hang with us.
I can really
Yo,
actually.
Rico, she can't hang out with us.
Like that in
I can do
here.
stuff.
Your boyfriend will see you with us and be like, Not the trouble. Yeah, exactly. Rico, her boyfriend see us and
This
she.
is real disrespectful, because I'm looking face to face right now with the old me, like, bitch, you could do it, and I'm just like, bitch, no, you can't. Yo, the old me, y'all wouldn't even be able to hang out, okay?
Now I'm at a point where certain things I just know if you telling me then I'm not doing that, I'm not. Like
She
a
said
cuddle,
the
for example.
cleaning.
I'm not a cuddler though, but if that was an example, then I'm not doing it. It's not that serious. However, down the line, I'm gonna want that, and I know I'm not gonna get it from you. So what that's gonna lead me to do?
You
cheat,
might
right?
get it.
What if I change? People change.
Or leave.
You gonna cheat?
Right.
Cuddling?
No, at this point I'm gonna leave.
So are you the type of person that just doesn't change, and that's why you're so hard on others?
No, I do. That's
Okay.
why I'm so hard on it,
Gotcha.
because I
so
do.
you do.
Yes.
Okay, because you're willing to make changes.
Right.
But if a
I
motherfucker
have.
ain't
I
willing
used
to
to
make
like
changes.
enjoy a lot of not material things. I used to be a sneakerhead. Bad. I used to work in a sneaker store. I'm the type, if I'm in a relationship and we're together and we're building, and I know you struggling with something, I'm gonna compromise not buying the next Jordan's about to drop because I know we need help. Everybody's not like that.
Right.
So if you're not like that for me, I'm not being like that for you, and then we not gonna work because I'm gonna be always doing, and you're gonna be doing for you while I'm the only one doing for us.
You just talking about plain old give and take. I mean, I think that's fair. Like, that's what I believe.
Yeah.
I fuck with give and take.
Give and take. Yeah.
Like, if you willing to, we gonna come together, right? She's not gonna do everything that I want, but I still might like her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So if she's trying to do some of the things, because I'm not doing every single thing that she wants. So if she shows me, if I come to tell her to communicate and say, this is what I'm looking for, and she puts her best foot forward, I'm a cuddle now.
Right.
I'm gonna give it a shot now.
Right.
But if you're not putting your best foot forward, I'm gonna just keep going where I'm going to.
Yeah.
But
That's what I
the
meant.
thing. You're never going to get 100% that person. So there's always going to be something, one thing, anything that you're just like, yo, I hate this. But are you willing to maybe keep talking to that person and trying to make them change that little thing that you hate so much? Or are you just going to throw all the good shit away over that thing? Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm the type of person I've just been like, oh, I can't. I'm out of here. I'm off this.
You used to be that type of person?
I used to be that kind of person.
Okay.
But then when I seen how much more rewarding it is to actually not accept, but work on things rather than just quit and give up on things, that's when I was just like, you know what? When I think about it, like, I did give up on people that had great potential, and then I realized the things that I was leaving for, they were, I could have worked through them. They weren't such a big deal. Like, you know, I mean, again, some people are not willing to do the work, but if you meet someone who's willing to do the work, then I think, you know, it's worth working on the relationship. But
Me too.
People change once they lose you, though.
Nobody's
also.
ever going to be 100%.
Like, sometimes you can make the same complaint over and over and over, and then they try a little bit, but then realistically they go back to not doing it at all because they're used to you staying. Like, they're not leaving. I'm not changing shit. And then when you leave and you see them in the future, like, oh, you changed these things about you. It's not because they probably want you back, but they probably realize like, damn it.
That's why I lost you.
Yeah.
Like it really is me, and they can even date someone else after you, and they
And be
tell them
better.
the same shit. Like, I'm like,
It
damn,
could have been your delivery.
it is
too.
me. Let me be better, and then they, you try to get
They
back with
want
them.
to change
and
for you. You mean that they wanted to
for
change?
them, change is for yourself. A lot of times we tell each other that in a relationship. I'm gonna change for you. No, it's for yourself.
You think
if
so?
if I'm dirty and my partner want me to be clean, it's not for me.
But that's
different. That's different.
But that's far.
Like, so what example do you want me to use? What example do you
Yeah,
want
if
me
I'm
to use?
dirty.
I just gotta use like, all right, if I'm not good with communication, then basically.
But we could work on that. Like,
But if I don't after 6 months to a year, how long you willing to stay with people? I feel like we waste so many years of our lives waiting for people to change. It'd be years.
But it
It's
could
not
be your
that-
delivery
Hey,
too,
look,
though.
I know there's a lot of people
I
on
know
this
people
earth.
be in a relationship for years and finally I wasted 10 years with this nigga, ain't never changed. I miss he ain't changed after the first, second, third, fourth. Yeah.
She's capping.
So
She just wants to have an excuse.
Excuse,
10
yeah.
years, 10 years is way too fucking long, boo.
Yep.
You liked where you was at.
Lazy bitch.
And now you gotta cap to her because she's saying, you look stupid, bitch. I just got caught up. Like, no.
But
You
how
liked
about if
it.
she doesn't think she can get something better?
that's true too.
Like
That's
there's a
what
lot
it
of
is.
psychology. There's a lot of like psychological things that the thing about it is a lot of people want to be in happy relationships. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the richest man in the world or if you're a guy that wakes up every morning and pick up garbage for a living.
Yep.
You want to be in a happy relationship,
Yes.
happy friendship, just something that you enjoy. But it seems like it's really, really rare because I think what Jada is saying is to be in that, you got to work through things.
Yeah.
I feel
And that's
like
hard.
I don't even know. I
you're
don't judge
young.
people by nobody's social media or how they act in public no more. Because people put it on facades so crazy. The things that I've heard have been happening this past week alone, with people killing their children, themselves, their baby mother. Some girl from where I'm from flew to another state and slit this girl's throat, stabbed her to death over a man.
Crazy.
And when I looked at her Instagram, she had every fancy material thing you could think of. Givenchy, Fendi, Prada, Louis, the best top hotels in every city, best restaurants, I'm not exaggerating, bouquets, the big ones, $500 ones, money around everything. You would think, oh, this girl,
She good. She good.
yeah.
But you
But
gotta
that was
understand.
eating her up, that another woman was
wasn't.
with her, having her man the same way
But
probably.
is that reality?
Right.
I mean, if he has that kind of money, he probably has that kind of option.
Right.
But that's the thing.
What's
So
the thing?
Everything is changed. No,
Everything is just a
everything is
facade of how
changing.
it
It's a
looks.
facade.
Like he said,
Yeah.
like you can have all these things
Because
and
before-
still not be happy.
Can I
So
just-
what's really? We don't never know who's really happy. That was my point. We don't never
know
know
who's
who
really
the hell.
happy.
Because if I looked at that girl page and before she did that, I would be like, this girl's living her best goddamn life.
You know
like,
when I'm happy when I'm not posting. To be honest.
Before Instagram, right?
Before Instagram.
Before Instagram, everybody,
Once upon a time.
we relied on instinct. We relied on feeling.
Factual.
People coming to talk to you, right? You know what's going on. For some reason, with social media right now, that's what people are dependent on, even when we know it's not real.
It's like watching a movie.
Yeah, that's the shit. It's like you're watching the movie and then you're believing the movie, but you know it's fake. You know what I'm saying? And then you get caught up with the fake stuff and then you personify that to the relationship that you have.
And some people are so bored with their lives and
So
so
bored.
bored with what they have going on. And they think everybody every day is popping bottles and getting presents and going to the
But there
diners.
are people every day that's popping bottles
but
and getting
That
presents.
has nothing to do
but
with
they
us.
but they working for that.
Right.
They've been blessed with that. That's them. Everybody's not meant to pop bottles, and that's why I said with the social
I didn't
media
mean to say
stage.
bottles as if that was just
No, that's a good example though. I mean, no, we're just talking about examples of what
Yeah,
people
lifestyles.
like to do, lifestyle. And I understand that. But all of the lifestyles that we're seeing on social media have been going on forever.
right.
Okay? All the relationships problems that you see, girls getting upset, slitting people's throat, has been going on forever.
Yeah.
Everywhere
there's a
because
camera
you didn't
everywhere
have
now.
you didn't have
So
social
it's
media.
I
kinda
ain't never
gotta-
heard nobody fly to another state and
But
cut
this
his
is just
throat and
my
come back
opinion.
act
I know it's been
regular.
going on
Okay.
forever, but
That's a
I
movie.
think that things gotten a little out of hand.
What?
Yes.
A little bit. I feel like
That's a movie.
I think
That's
they've been out.
crazy.
Hey, I think they've
Kids
been
been getting kidnapped for
out of
years.
hand.
People
When we
been
go to
killing for years.
Chicago,
talking
let
about
me just,
relationship wise, I think things are getting a little bit out of hand because you could be with your person
Mhm.
and let's say my wife, she doesn't, I don't think she watches social media, but I don't think she's impacted by it. But imagine if she was super impacted by it and she wanted to be in all of those relationships. Like, and let's just say for some reason, I was supposed to deliver 70%, but I'm delivering 58. I'm off by 12 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
She might be like, you ain't doing all that. You see this, you see like. Then I think people put so much pressure on relationships when they're like for example, if let's say if I'm making money, I'm like, yo, we're gonna put $500 away a week each, and we're gonna save.
Right.
We're not doing this.
Right.
We're not doing that.
Right.
She's like, no,
Yes.
I gotta go
a
to a
big deal
birthday
breaker.
party for my girl, and it's 500
Yes.
each. No, we're not doing that.
Yes.
We're putting $500 every week away, so we could have $52,000 at the end of the year, and we're gonna take that money and we're gonna do this with it, and we're gonna do that over a period of time.
Okay.
Like people have become so impatient that they're like, they're not even trying to hear that.
Yes.
Patience.
Yes.
That,
Go ahead, that's all.
my friend.
But I don't know about
That's my talk limit.
impatience. Is
That's what it is.
No.
Everything is instant gratification
Nobody- no.
right now.
Gratification. Microwave.
it feels that way, right?
It's the microwave generation.
It
Yes.
feels that way and it seems that way, but it's not that way. Y'all not seeing stuff just like you just said. When I'm happy, I'm not on social media. We don't know what the fuck going on with you, but it's mad shit going on with you at that time.
But
Correct?
we all in here is
Like,
over
what
at
you
least
mean,
25 and
like-
older,
Yes.
right?
What you mean, though?
We are not the people, like the relationships and stuff we talking about. They do want instant gratification.
Everybody wants the instant gratification,
Like
but
we
it,
can't speak
but
for
it
our
doesn't.
y'all
it
are a
doesn't
successful bunch of
happen.
people, right? Y'all friends in y'all circle is not going to ever probably discuss or even be involved in a lot of the what's really going on. Like
That's the
with
fuck we are.
95% of the people in the world. I can say that living in the projects, 98 the shit that people go through, I don't.
Mhm.
And I can say it's the truth.
Why-
I don't.
Why is that?
I choose to distance myself from a young age, from when I was 16. When I had a job and I saw my friends want to keep going fighting, getting arrested. I didn't want to do that. They came from that. They live with that. Their family's that way. My family is not that way. I do have people in my family that don't have it all together, but my family is not that way. They're not having that shit. I have a Jamaican family. They don't play that. A lot of my friends' family are not that way. 90%. I'm not trying to talk bad. I'm not trying to offend anybody. But it's the truth. A lot of my friends' parents are ghetto. They call them bitches. My friends have kids, call their kids bitches. It's the truth.
Oh, yeah.
It's a majority. It's more than half. And I speak on these things because in our community, we try to ignore it. We get offended. Ain't nothing wrong with my kid. Well, what your kid do to my kid? Nothing. Your child is damn bad. So it's not even, I speak on this all the time in my own neighborhood. It's not even that it takes a village. Ain't no village anymore because the village is not even villagers. We're not even friends. And if our parents stopped that from when we was younger, then my friends that have kids, they would stop it with their kids, but they don't. Our parents just let us fight. And then now my mother's mad at this girl mother because she said something about, you know what I'm saying?
Do you
It
think that that's
continues.
social media though?
It is because when I go through my little cousin's phone, because I'm active in the kids in my life that's in my family, when me and her mother go through her phone, they bothering each other. She's not even cool with her god sister right now. They're picking on each other on social media, TikTok, it's mostly TikTok, especially. Parents are not in tune with TikTok. They just think it's this. No. Go on them messages and them stories. It's deeper. It's a lot of bullying going on in TikTok amongst friends in the neighborhood.
I got a little
You gotta remember, we just love quarantine. These kids haven't really been going to school for years, almost. A lot of people never sent their kids back to school. A lot of people started beef on the internet they never even damn met. My friend had to defend her son, almost wanted to hurt himself because girls was saying that they had sex with him and he was getting in trouble. He was 10 years old. He never had sex a day in his life. And another little girl was saying it was good. Where you think she got that from? Where you think a little girl who never had sex got that to tell her friend from about
Are
another
you
little
saying
boy?
that if we are not, are you trying to say, or are you saying, I'm asking, if we can't even communicate in a relationship, we can't communicate to the kids?
Right. How? If you talking to your nigga or your girl a certain type of way, you think you gonna talk to your kid, Carl? No.
But you don't have the same
You're
type
already
of.
gonna be probably mad at your nigga or whatever's going on in the world, and I see it all the time. I just seen a lady the other day yelling at her kid for crying. I wanted to be like, Miss, you yelling at your kid for being a kid? Like you're yelling at your kid for being a kid? The kid had to be 4 or 5. Shut the fuck up! Stop!
I hate that. Ooh, I
For
hate
being a kid, miss?
that. I've seen that before.
At least a little pinchy pinch. Like, my mother used to be like,
Right.
stop.
Or that little tight pinch too.
He had a little.
With the smile too, like, hi, how are you? Like, you saying stop.
And she gonna pinch me for real.
Right.
See?
She just
see
pinched
how
me
he
for
punched
real.
you? Well, you see how
And
he
it hurt.
see how I punched him, right?
Right. But you gotta
Even
make
see how I
that face.
punched
Yeah.
him. Well, so much of that goes on in our communities. It's just sad. Is of course, if you can't communicate with your partner, you damn sure can't communicate.
So
with
we
your kid.
think
And then your
that
kid gonna
social
grow up doing
media-
it in their relationship.
So social media, y'all feel has changed this.
I feel it plays a big part.
I'm just asking. has changed the whole landscape
I feel it plays a big
of
part.
all this stuff that's going on, because I personally feel like it's been going on. We just have the highlight. It's like racism.
Exactly.
It's never ended. It's been strong. I got white friends, and I would tell them people are racist just as much as they are, and they didn't believe me. But now when you got social media, they got the camera in people's face. Now they can see the racism is still going on. And think about this. How many quote-unquote white people were shocked that all this racist stuff was happening? When they killed George Floyd, people wasn't shocked. But all of us black people knew this been going on. Right? So if it's been going on, maybe now the cameras is highlighting it even more. And now it's triggering in your brain now.
Is that making people
But they have
change?
to
Or
understand then that's still going to social media and making it worse though, because now all of these things are being recorded and put on social media.
But the only difference is, see, you come from the music business. You come from the whole entertainment business.
Yeah.
So when Instagram and all of those things came, it was nothing to you but a transition. So you posting something is like, how many video shoots you've been in your life? You're hundreds, right? So it's also regular to you. But what we're trying to say to you, you have people who don't know nothing about entertainment business who are now putting all their business on that glass screen. And it's having a negative effect. Because you got to remember, you might have, you chill with this celebrity and that celebrity, and tomorrow morning they play it on BT or MTV, and you watch it, oh yeah, I was just there. So it's more regular to you. I'm talking about people who, I be coming up with these names. I don't have one right now, but Bebe and whoever.
Baby.
And she's like, yeah, girl, look at that birthday dinner party. If you wasn't invited, you missed it. Now she's sending a shout out to
Her friends who didn't come, who got invited. Yes.
Gotcha.
So now it starts becoming this whole toxic cycle.
Yes.
But everything
We all pop shit though on our gram.
Yeah, we all
Listen,
pop shit in general.
Man, shit.
If our friends didn't come to the dinner, they just didn't come. Now, what he's
That's
saying,
true. That's
if you
facts.
sub me, I'm going to text you like, bitch, stop fucking
Word.
talking about me because I'm the only one who didn't come to you. Because
Or
let's be
why you
real.
didn't invite
A
me?
lot of times it'd be about one or two people. And you didn't even have to do that. You could have texted me.
Yeah.
And then I could simply tell you I couldn't afford it.
I'm in
I
trouble
couldn't
right
make
now
it.
for that.
And that's a communication.
It's communication.
That's a hard communication, right? That's
To
the
me,
thing.
it used to be after. You know what
Like,
made me?
I'm not gonna be able to make
You
it.
know what made me start communicating more? Losing my brother.
Communication is
Because
key.
you miss that when you lose a person that close and you didn't say certain things. They're just like, damn.
I lost my sister.
I,
So
should've
I
said it.
understand.
I said so many things I didn't say I should have said.
I
Like,
felt
you
that-
really didn't
I feel
speak
that
up
way
for no
too.
reason. So it's like now people think it's just a harsh truth. That's what the truth hurts. That's what the term the truth hurts come from. It's true. It's not to hurt your feelings, but I'm being honest with you. Like,
And people
and I'm
can't
not.
take the truth.
They can't. Because they so used to being lied to from when we were kids. Santa, the Tooth Fairy, the no, it's the truth.
No,
the
I'm
Easter
not.
Bunny.
No, you making
because
point
when you
is I'm-
tell a kid that's not real, what happens? They cry.
Yeah.
It breaks their heart. So if you tell them from jump, like, listen, ain't no damn Santa Claus. That's how I grew up.
harsh.
Ain't no Santa Claus. And I still went to go take pictures with Santa. And I still was happy as a child with Santa Claus being a fictional character. It's okay. Our children grow. Our minds grow as a child. Like,
But some
I knew
people were-
Santa wasn't bringing those damn gifts, though, down the chimney. Like,
Can I
so
make
I
a
never
quick
got
point, though?
heartbroken.
So you
when
felt okay with it.
I was okay. I still want to go. I have mad pictures with Santa. Santa's my nigga still to this day.
Sending my nigga.
Jada, what's the hardest thing you ever found that you had to communicate with in a relationship and you just
Oh.
couldn't get to? You just couldn't get past it. Still till
Something
today.
that I had to communicate.
Yeah.
Something that you did, naughty girl.
Oh yeah, man. Huh. I ain't gonna say the words, but and I did it, and I'm strong, and I just want to say
What you do?
I was trying to. I had to.
How she scared? What she do? She said, I did it, and I was strong. Like, come on, what you
I couldn't
did?
believe I did it because, like, basically, my phone was always on. I never was like, oh, I'm about to go pay this phone bill, nothing. And it was just like, yo, who's paying your phone bill? Like, where is this coming from? And I had to be real about a lot of shit once that happened. Like, once that went down, I had to really, like, expose a lot of shit. Like, okay, like, this happened. This is where I'm coming from. This is what happened. And I had to, once I did it, I was so scared to do it, and I didn't want to do it. And at first, I was being argumentative, and I was being like, "Yo, just like, why the fuck do you care? It's not you. You don't got to worry about it. Whatever." But I'm dealing with somebody who wanted to be in a serious relationship with me. So after a while, they're just like, "Yo, how is certain shit getting paid for?" And
You're not going to work. You're not
you ain't gonna work,
generating
you
nothing.
chilling. You just over here, you just had crab legs, lobster the other day. You ordered it. Like, whose credit card are you fucking using? And at one time I lied about it and was like, I had a lawsuit. It was a whole lie. It was everything was just coming to,
She went
also-
World Olympic.
It was bad. It was bad. But once I did realize that I was with somebody that wasn't gonna like make me feel bad because of the situation, and I trusted that person, and once I was honest with them, it just took a weight off my shoulder, and I was just like, yo, like, I like that. I like being able to communicate with you and you understand me now, and now I can even like have real conversations with you about the situation, and it just takes our relationship to another level. So I was really happy at that point that I felt like I matured, like I was like another level up in my maturity. I was just like, I'm an adult now. Like,
Because you told the truth?
fuck, like, I
Wait.
got to the whole
She's
lot.
an adult because she told the truth.
I told the damn truth. Not even just the truth. It's just I told the truth about like something that I didn't want to talk about. I'm always gonna keep it a buck and tell the truth about other shit. But when it was something about my
I'm talking
personal
about
life,
in a relationship.
yeah, in a relationship, in my personal life, that I feel like you're not my, like, are we even together? Like, I just felt like until we're together, maybe not even right away if we get together, but I felt like there needed to be a reason for me to come out and say certain shit. But then when I feel like you're uncomfortable and you really see a future with me, then all right, cool. Like, now I feel like I should be able to keep it real with you and tell you the truth.
Communication is key.
There's different levels of
But-
communication.
But you got to be careful with who you're communicating with, because
Right.
everybody can't take it.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No matter how nice you say it.
But you
either.
guys said the truth hurts.
No.
But not when somebody's gonna bring it up every chance they get to hurt you too. You got to
Yeah.
be careful with that.
The truth does hurt. Like gaining weight, for example. There's no nice way to tell your partner they're getting fat. There's never no nice way. 'Cause who wants to hear that?
True.
Who wants to hear that?
But listen,
But
I
Esther, what
say
were you
it.
gonna
I'm
say,
not gonna
though?
hold you. I hate when people tell me I'm mad skinny because I've seen mad skinny and I'm not mad skinny. Am I slim? Yes. But when people are like, you mad skinny. And I'll be like, and now,
Slim and
now
mad
you're
skinny.
mad fat, bitch.
Slim and mad
Because I'm a
skinny is
nice
the same.
person. So if I don't call you fat,
But
because a couple years ago you was looking like me and now you that. So I think you kind of mad at. So I don't say stuff like that.
But this is what I'm saying. My question for you right now is this exact point right here, right? Why not just say how you felt about that comment instead of making a comment back?
Fat?
No, why not just say, hey, you know
I
what?
do,
It
though.
bothers me when you say that. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like to be called mad skinny.
Because I do. People that's my friends, they say I'm mad funny. I'm mad funny as hell. People that just meet me say I'm rude because I'm so honest.
That's
People that
But
just
are you
meet
honest
me,
about how you felt about it? That's what I'm saying.
yes.
About being mad skinny or
Yes.
slim?
Yes.
Because slim and mad
I
skinny
don't
is
like
kind
that.
of the
Stop calling
same.
me-
Oh, you say it.
No, it's not. They be like, you mad skinny, like making me feel like I'm anorexic, bro.
really.
Yes.
You look good, girl.
Thank you, baby. I already know that.
I mean, I don't
Like,
think
I
with
was
mad
just-
skinny is
Listen,
crazy
you look
though.
good and you fat, and I don't say nothing to you.
But
so don't say nothing.
but mad skinny is not
a
negative to
compliment.
me. Like,
But you don't never know what I'm going through.
Exactly.
okay.
Like just now, I just had a couple months ago. I had a what did I have? Cyst, and I had a lot of things going on with me. I didn't tell everybody publicly. I couldn't gain weight
Okay.
naturally. I couldn't. Regardless, imagine if I had cancer and you telling me I'm mad skinny. Now what?
Okay.
Exactly. You
Then
know
they
what
gonna say,
saying?
"I'm
Even though I
sorry."
don't, God, you know what I'm saying? God forbid, but
Mhm.
sometimes people gotta watch what they say.
But that's the thing in communication too. I know.
Yes,
That's all. I know
how you
communication is
communicate.
key, right?
A lot of things
Communication.
are not
But-
easy to say.
But what if you haven't, like today, you had a bad day today?
Yes.
Well, you had a good day that turned into a bad day.
I made some money today.
Let me get up.
Think about this for a second. Imagine if you weren't coming on set, you were going home, you didn't have like communication skills, let's say hypothetically, right? But
Okay.
you're pissed. And you walk in and your girl's having a good day. And
Okay.
then you just start redirecting that anger towards her. And she didn't do nothing to you.
That happens.
Because you just can't tell her, I'm having a bad. I think we just have a hard
That
time
is
telling.
something.
But
you
see,
can-
but you know me a little bit better now. When I'm walking in, if somebody's getting on my nerves, I'm saying
you show it.
no. Yeah, I'm
No,
saying
he
Oh, he
expresses
shows
that.
as soon as
it.
I walk in the house, I'm like, yo, I had a
Gotta say
bad
that.
fucking day, yo. Stay away from me.
You don't even gotta say it.
Let me smoke. And I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like her. Like she seems like she's a Sagittarius because that's how I am. Like,
He was giving me Scorpio.
okay.
Oh no, I'm a Taurus.
I'm
Wow.
Taurus because I'm throwing it in
wow.
your face. Like, I don't hide nothing. I've been with women, right? And say they talk to me and they wanted to fuck with me or whatever, I would be like, yo, listen, you're going to have to work out a little bit because,
yeah, that's
I don't mess
how
with
I
that
am.
stomach like that. If you want to rock with me, it's only going to be doggy style until you lose weight.
Nah, he's taking it far.
then-
I don't say that. I don't even deal with them, period.
But the girl that I dealt with at that time, you know what she said? I appreciate you being straight up with me, and I'm gonna say it out loud. My husband don't even tell me that.
Oh wow,
I'm better.
See?
You know what I'm saying? I'm better.
You won already.
I'm gonna tell you what's up, whether my wife like it or not. Yo, babe, that little stomach you got popping up,
I don't like it.
that ain't gonna work
That's
for
how I
me.
am in a relationship, not before I date somebody.
That ain't gonna work
I'm
for
just
me.
not gonna date you if you be.
What's the hardest thing you ever had to communicate with someone and you still have a hard time communicating in a relationship?
The weight thing is a problem. The weight thing is a major problem because men get away with certain things. Like I work out, right? But my stomach bothers me, right? It might not bother the women or shit like that because men got stomachs, but the weight thing is a big deal because women don't fuck with that. Like, they are the princesses. They need to look good. So if I say, Jada, that little pouch is
If you don't
sticking out,
stop with my
her
pouch-
day is
'Cause I'm
over.
already trying to suck it in.
You see what I'm saying?
That bothered that,
Like,
so
no,
that
I'm
would
just
bother
joking.
you.
Y'all know I got dark humor. God
The
damn.
weight thing is the hardest thing to talk about. Then right after that is sex, because sex is a huge, ginormous thing for me. You know what I'm saying?
How do you
Telling somebody they
communicate it?
trash?
That's it. That's the
No,
hardest.
like no. You said
Nothing
what?
else. Nothing else. That was just the hardest. Just sex and weight. Like, you've never had anything crazy happen. You're just like, look, I'm sorry, babe. Like
People
I'm
don't know.
like in like a 112 jagged
listen,
edge. Like, I'm trying to.
This
stick
is who I
this
am.
baby.
Look. This is who I am, right? I don't worry about if in the relationships that I've had, I have cheated. I'm not gonna cap, right?
Okay.
But it gets to a point when I come into a relationship, I'm not thinking about cheating.
Mhm.
I'm keeping it real because I've been with a lot of women, and for me to say I'm gonna be with you, I'm gonna sacrifice. Now, if you start getting on my fucking nerves and I'm still trying to work it out with you, I don't know, then I might veer off. But I don't have these communication problems with people. I'm an upfront person with everything. What I like. Yo, when I met my wife, listen, I got to have sex 5-6 times a week. If you don't want to bust it open, jerk my dick, give me head, I have to come. This is me. If you can't fulfill that for me, I'm not mad at you.
I have a question for you.
Mhm.
And this is not
go ahead.
in your exact relationship.
Uh-huh.
But let's say, since we're talking about communication, and I want to read the signs of stonewalling, but prior to,
Okay.
what if the woman that you were dating, she was giving you the sex, and you were between 6 months and a year,
Mhm.
and you like, yo, look, I needed more. You've been kind of, and then she's like, look, I gotta communicate something with you.
Okay.
She was like, I was sexually assaulted. I'm working through it, and I need some time.
I'm going to cheat on her until she get her shit right.
Oh my God.
I'm just keeping it a bean. I'm not sitting. I'm going to cheat on her until she get her shit right. I'm going to tell
Ladies,
if I'm dealing with
Jada's
the,
back. Hold up.
if I'm dealing with the
Ladies.
women,
Why not just break up with her?
let me finish because I like
You
her.
gonna cheat on me?
No, listen. I
He's
like
allowed by
her.
that time.
No. I like her and I fuck with her. So if she said I can't meet you where you need to be at, me and her have had
After she got sexually assaulted?
me and her would have had talks early.
Okay, so
Okay.
then, yeah. That's,
Me and her would have had
No,
talks
no,
early.
she just revealed this. In the beginning, she was doing it to please
That's
you,
what
but
I'm
now
saying. Me and her would have had talks already, and she didn't tell me. So if she comes back to me and I'm
she was being dishonest.
yeah, if she comes back to me and I'm feeling her and yo, I can't meet you halfway, I'm not even saying nothing because I talked to you already. You know how I give it
ready
up.
at that time.
But you listen, if I meet you, Jada,
That's the problem with the communication that I'm
No,
talking
no,
about.
no, no.
Sometimes I'm
Y'all
not ready
don't-
to fucking tell you right then and there because you might be the type of nigga to be like, you know what? I'm out. I'm about to cheat on you. That's fucked up because that's why
No
I'm not
judgment.
telling people.
No, wait.
I'm not.
That's
That-
true.
but that-
I'm
but
sorry.
you won't
but
have to
that's
deal with
exactly
me.
why I'm not
But
opening
you won't
up
have to
because
deal with
now
me, Jada.
the person that I care about and the person that I love
You
and I've been
don't
spending my
care about-
motherfucking time with telling me he about to cheat
Jada,
on me.
you off
I'm gonna whoop
topic.
your ass now.
You off topic. You don't even know me or love me.
Oh.
Yeah, you met me and I told you straight up. You don't love me or know me. I kept it straight up with
You
you.
said y'all had talks by
No,
this time. We
I'm
got to know
talking
each
to you.
other.
This is who I am. I'm upfront.
But he
If I-
said after 6 months.
No.
You can't tell somebody they don't
no.
love you after 6 months because
He
you don't
said
love them.
after
Right.
6 months.
'Cause I'm falling in love
I'm
after
not
a month.
listening to him. This after
don't want
6
to.
months
Right.
after I communicated with her
But he's-
already.
Brother, listen, that's you. Let me explain something. I've never been sexually assaulted, but I'm very close to someone who has. That is one of the hardest things to ever admit because you have to live through it again. And when I say live through it, every second of that day from when you woke up and brush your teeth, you gotta live through it again and relive it in your head. And it feels like
got
it's
y'all.
happening to you all over again.
I got y'all.
So you're in no position to ever tell somebody how to deal with their trauma.
Let
That's
you
with
and
any
Jada cut
trauma.
me off twice. I got y'all, right?
Let's cut you off again because
listen,
hold up.
And I'm gonna say this, and this is a repeat. This is a repeat. They always ask questions about men, and women want to give their opinion. He didn't ask them. He asked me.
What we're saying is we heard you and we don't agree, and that's fucked up, and that's why bitches is changing.
She wants to cut me off.
I am gonna.
She
What
wants to
he's
cut
saying
me
is,
off.
but what Esso is saying, and no, just listen to what he's
Y'all
saying.
know, they don't listen.
He's saying
We do
is this.
listen.
You're not.
I've been dating you for almost a
I'm
year.
responding to what he said. I'm not saying he's
Communicated
wrong.
what I wanted to you up front, and I know you had trauma.
I didn't know you had trauma.
I didn't know you had trauma.
And you didn't share it. And you chose not to
till
share it.
9 months later.
He said
It's
6.
unfair to me.
Sick.
No,
That's
let me tell
not.
you
That's
something.
not.
Anybody in here ever went to therapy or anger management?
Yep.
Yes.
When's the last time you went to therapy?
A few weeks still.
10 years
Say, 'cause
ago.
okay, so then y'all don't count because I still have a therapist to
Me
this
too.
day.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
There's
It's
no
just last
time
week,
limit on
2
when you
weeks ago.
decide to tell anybody in your life what ever happened to you, and it's not being honest to the person in your life. That's something you might go to the
I'm still
grave
not
with.
All right, let him answer.
listening.
He just finished.
No, I never finished.
So you just asked a question after him.
I
you
never
just
finished.
Go ahead, and then go ahead.
You know what?
Then one at a time.
I never finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let him finish.
That's
Always
the
does
point.
this. That's not fair.
Jada, let him finish. Let him finish.
You know what? Let's go to the next topic because
No,
I don't
let
want to
him
hear what he has to
finish.
say. I'm joking. I'm just joking. I'm just
That
joking.
is the point of view of a woman. They are emotionally involved in what another woman, her friend, was sexually assaulted. That's how she feels. Y'all bugging.
Let him finish.
Because I
him
let y'all
finish.
say what y'all
I'm not
say.
gonna talk about my friend that's a
Because-
man that got sexual.
Because y'all, we can go there, but we're talking about people who have friends that are in situations, okay? That don't mean that that's going to affect me. I have feelings too. They're dealing with their female feelings only. Well, I didn't want to tell you. I didn't do this. What about me, the person you didn't tell? The person that's loving you, trying to be supportive for you, and you capping and you faking because you don't want to tell me the truth. You have to understand your shit has effects on other people as well. But when we get in here, for some reason, when the camera comes on, the women talk about their side. Yo, this is my side. I feel. There are two people in the relationships that we're talking about. The other person can feel a certain type of way of you keeping stuff from me. Yeah, that went down with you, but yo, we 6, 7, 8 months in. Do you trust me or not? And that's where it goes to for the other person, not the person that's hiding shit, the one that's with them that needs to know shit so they can now adjust because she's coming at me as if she knew or as if I personally knew or she told me. So when you're coming back to me 7, 8 months later saying, I can't really do that because this went down, that might be fair to you, but that's not fair to me. And this is a two-way street. Like me and her just talked, this is 50-50. That's not a 50-50. That's not a two-way street. So we already starting off fucked up.
So it could be like a deal breaker because she wasn't honest.
You're not
Yes,
about to
for
do that.
me.
Okay, so Jada.
No,
wait,
my
no.
turn. My turn. No.
Kai, well, we have our guest. You want
Can I
to?
say something
She
real
can say it
quick?
first.
Because SO is always on this, but a man is trying to tell you my perspective. Okay, but every once in a while, how about you try to understand where a woman is coming from? Because we always talk about, after 6 months, that's not long enough to be in a relationship. But after 6 months, you're expecting me to be 100 with you and tell you certain things that I've gone through that have been traumatizing to me. And the fucking minute that I tell you, mind you, when the 6 months, you told me recently, like a few weeks back, 6 months, like, that ain't enough time to make sure that I love you or this or that. So why the fuck do I have to tell you about something that breaks me, that traumatizes me, that hurts me? And then the first thing you gonna fucking do is be like, well, I'm cheating. No, you're not saying, let's go get a therapist, let's work on it, let's try to figure out a way to make you feel comfortable with me. You're not saying that. So that's why sometimes we're just like, your point of view is fucked up, because the first thing you want to do is now hurt me even more. Like, what type of shit is that?
You're not gonna find out. You ain't gonna get hurt because you ain't gonna know. What you don't know ain't gonna hurt you.
That's why it be hot girl summer, because niggas be just
And
separate
hot
from
girl-
their
I'm
not
emotions.
hot girl in
and
anything.
Hot
having a
girls
good
be by
fucking time.
themselves in the
They don't
long
fucking
run.
be
Yeah.
by themselves. 'Cause
I'm
I got a lot of
gonna
hot girl
eliminate
friends. I
the
used to be a
sex,
hot girl.
the gender
Bitches
from
don't
this.
be by themselves. Y'all
Yes,
can
they
think
do.
that if you
Yes,
want
they
to,
do.
and it's not
We're
true.
gonna take this moment to introduce our guest.
Yes.
And Kai, baby.
Hello, I'm here, Kai baby.
We're gonna
from
take a
Queens.
breath. So can you tell us a little bit
don't need no
about
breath.
yourself?
We do.
Guys, we're gonna introduce our guest. You wanna introduce?
We just do what we do. Had to do it for the ladies one time. Hey.
So this is our guest, Kai,
Hello.
baby.
Hiya.
And today,
Yes.
today's subject is stonewalling, but can you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, and
I'm from Queens. I'm an artist, a musical artist. I rap. I don't sing. A lot of people think I do when they first see me, 'cause I'm so cute and stuff. But now I rap. I act also. Yeah, that's it. I've been doing music for a while. I'm a big deal. Look me up. KYAH, baby.
Yeah.
Not Ka, as somebody in here was saying.
my apologies. But thank you so much for coming on the show. We definitely
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Thank you so much.
Dope show. Thank you for having me.
I want to read a little bit about stonewalling, right?
Okay.
So I want to read it. So signs of stonewalling: ignoring what the other person is saying, changing the subject to avoid uncomfortable topics, storming off without a word, coming up with reasons not to talk, refusing to answer questions, making accusations rather than talking about the current problem, using dismissive body language such as rolling. Is that rolling
This is all
eyes?
women stuff.
What?
You just said you're gonna stonewall your
Wait.
girl
Engaging.
after she opens up to you about being raped.
I didn't
He's
say
a
I was gonna stonewall. I
alcoholic.
said I was
Wait, hold
gonna
on
cheat
a
on her,
second.
and I was gonna keep
Stonewall,
her.
that's part of
No, I'm
stonewalling,
keeping her, no.
deflecting the
Toxic.
situation.
I wasn't I'm not deflecting. I'm hitting the
It is
situation.
because, like Jada said, you're not even trying to figure out how to help her to help y'all together as a couple.
Listen,
All right, babe. Let's figure out what you
Okay.
think I need to give me
In fairness to
sexually more
Esso, in
aroused.
fairness to
Take
Esso,
one out. It's
I'm gonna
okay. Every
ask you
now and
one
then. Be
question,
honest with
Esso.
yourself.
In
And that's
all-
what men too, because men have. I know
can't take a
men
single
that have
L.
been touched when they was little boys too. That
You
are
said
very
you had-
aggressive men as adults. And instead of the woman being like, "Yo, let me help you," they leave too. So don't ever think I'm just on a woman's side. Trauma has no gender, and that's what I was trying to explain to you. You cannot tell a man or a woman when you feel like you want them to tell you what happened to them. That's not selfish.
You're not saying trauma. I'm not
It
saying
is. That's
trauma.
a traumatic
I'm
thing.
not
Being
saying-
sexually assaulted
listen,
is traumatic.
I'm not saying trauma has a gender. Let's stay where we at.
I'm clearing the
I
air
never-
with you because you said
I
the
never-
ladies
No,
get
because
defensive,
you know,
so I put up
because-
a man's point of view.
That's the point of view that y'all were coming from. Y'all
I've
were
never
coming
been
from.
sexually assaulted though, so
I'm
I
not
cannot
saying-
become from the point of view of a
didn't have
sexual
to be
assault victim.
you. It didn't have to be you. You brought it up about your friend.
I
That's
had
all
an
I'm saying.
example.
You brought it up.
He brought it up.
We wasn't talking.
He brought it
The
up.
thing about
If
it
you want to
is-
talk facts,
yeah,
he
I
brought
know,
it up.
I did bring it up, but the reason why I'm
He brought it
saying
up.
is like I think like, I just feel like sometimes when we're in a house that's hostile, whether it's a single parent house or whether it's not, there's something that's not being communicated that could fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Like in your situation,
Mhm.
I'm not too far off in disagreement with you, but I'm gonna ask you a question. Like, why could you not communicate with her and be like, look, I know you've been sexual assault. First of all, I feel like you should have told me that early on. You put me in a position where I have to stand by you now, and it's unfair to me, and I am willing to stand by you. But just know as I'm standing by you, I'm also going to see other people. Can you communicate that?
Fuck no.
Do y'all know there's people that's been
Fuck
sexually
no.
assaulted that haven't told their best friend ever?
Fuck no. We not.
God.
That's
Y'all-
not gonna
y'all know
work.
that exists,
If
right?
we're
He's
living
saying
in a-
fuck no. You're
if
toxic.
we're living in,
Esso.
Who's your best
No
friend?
judging, no
because
judging, no
yo,
judging.
because
Okay,
we're
I'm
living.
sorry, that's not judging, it's just
I'm
me
brutally
telling you.
honest. We're living in the real world. No nigga is gonna tell her, "Well, I'm gonna go see other women while you're getting your other."
Okay,
No,
so in
that's
conclusion,
gonna damage her even more.
He said no, nigga. So ladies,
That's gonna-
let's just stay
that's
away.
gonna
Stay
damage
clear
her
of the nigga.
more.
But do you think that if she all right, so I'll give you so I'm gonna give you the reverse.
Okay.
Let's say she explains this to you and she knows, she said, listen, I should have been honest with you more upfront.
Okay.
I am okay with
That's
you
a better
seeing
start.
I'm okay with you seeing other people
I'm better with it.
while we work through this.
Bet.
You a fucking liar.
All right, so
son.
now let's switch the topic
a
to
liar.
regular friendships, right? Because a relationship is not always as sexual or intimate when we have friendships, right?
Yes.
You have a male best friend, right?
Yeah, all my boys.
Okay. So say your closest best friend ever in life, y'all always want to go, yo, bro, why you don't ever want to go to this place? And he finally tell you, like, bro, I was sexually assaulted. I don't want to. You not gonna be that nigga friend no more? Is what
Yeah,
you
it's my
telling me?
man. I'm still
All
gonna
right,
be
so
his
why
friend.
wouldn't a woman say you're gonna cheat on her? I'm confused.
That's still my friend. What are you talking about?
No, but
I said we
still
talk
my-
about
but do you
do you
relationships.
feel like
period.
do you guys
But he's not gonna be less of his best friend. Is
That's
my
not
point.
a sexual
You're being
relationship.
less of her partner by saying
That
I'm
is
gonna cheat
not
on
a
you.
sexual
but my question is
relationship.
this.
What's the difference?
It's a big sexual relationship and a
This is why
non-sexual is a big
relationships
difference.
fail because y'all base y'all relationships on sex, and
Kaya.
that's for everybody watching this.
Kaya.
This is why a lot of relationships fail. Most people I know.
That's not true.
Rela-
Sex
this-
brings emotions. What are you talking about?
Can we have
Sex
a
brings emotions.
I feel bad for you.
Sex,
I
sex
feel bad
brings
for Jada.
emotions.
Pray for Jada.
Y'all are just talking about how
My
y'all
caption
feel,
with
not
me and
reality.
Jada's picture is gonna say "Pray for Jada." No pun intended.
for
Don't think
Jada.
nothing bad happened to her.
All right, guys.
I love us on
So-
y'all, but
so-
that's crazy.
But all right, so but you know what? Again, but he's honest,
Mhm.
and
I respect
honesty
honesty.
takes
That
courage,
I'm not
right?
knocking.
Yeah. So he's
I'm not knocking
honest, and honesty
I
takes
just think
courage.
it's wrong. Wrong.
Oh, and that, yo,
The
and that-
action,
that's
the honesty is
okay.
real. The action of
That's
is
okay for
wrong.
her to think it's wrong. I'm cool with
The
that.
action is, I think, is wrong.
So we were talking a little bit earlier, right?
Right.
I wanted to kind of maybe talk about communications from acting out.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, let's just say, God forbid, I'm not gonna put myself in this.
Please don't.
A person cheated and got caught.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I think it was an example we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
Now, the girlfriend, she wants to pose, she wants to do this. Now, she's acting out, I'm cheating too. And they both just kind of just doing whatever they
Cheating,
want to
yeah.
do. And
The relationship's done.
it's not done. People stay in that relationship for years.
Be unfucking happy. Oh,
They be
God.
happy
Let me tell you
sometimes.
something.
They have good moments.
This is the first time I
They
even
have good
spoken
moments,
this.
and that's what keeps them
This is
there.
the first time I even spoken this publicly.
Uh-huh.
When my grandmother passed, right? Went through mad stuff. We found so many old letters she used to write my grandfather, and it was sad. It made us cry.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Because we all think, oh, our parents did it for 50 years. I want to be like them. Your mother was fucking miserable, and your father was
Yeah.
OD, and your father was miserable, and they
Yeah.
never told you that. And that's why when we get older, our
Facts.
parents be like, oh, honey, me and your mama done had our days, and we done. They 70. Who the fuck they about to date? Of course they staying together. They about to die soon. Sorry to say it so harsh, but who is they about to go looking for? Nowadays, it's easier to date when you're 60 and stuff because it's so, like you said, so much on social media. You
is.
can really
People
find
Staying
that.
alive longer.
Yeah, you can find another
60's like the new
60-year-old.
30
I
sometimes.
showed you a
be
woman that's
outside.
56 and she look like she bad as hell.
No other-
They in
Fire.
everything. They be having a nice
She
body.
50, no, she 50. I'm gonna show you. She 56 and she's lit. What are you
That's what
talking
we
about?
mean.
Talk about the ladies from TikTok. I'll be the daughter, the mother.
Nah, I'm gonna show you.
They fire too. You
No,
ever
no,
saw
no,
them?
no, I
lady
never
that
saw
with
that.
gray hair that be roller
Fire.
skating, her thighs is nice and thick and muscular. I be
Oh, I
like,
think I
damn,
saw her.
bitch.
I want to be.
But
her.
you guys think like which one is more important?
Mhm.
All right. Let's talk about your grandmother. She was
Right.
miserable,
She was
but
sad.
she made it through, and they built something. They
They
built family.
didn't. No, they didn't. My
See, that's-
grandfather had a whole nother family. They
But-
didn't.
Oh, okay.
So
But
they
then
did-
he's Jamaican, right?
He's Chinese Jamaican. Yeah.
Yeah, Jamaican niggas
But
always
but
have other
actually,
families.
Listen, he's American now, so we're gonna stop saying
Oh,
that.
okay.
He's been here in America more than he's been in Jamaica, way more than
okay.
half his life. So
But
we're gonna stop saying
My
that.
thing is, I just think about, we're 8 at the table. We do talk about like real tabooish topics, but one of the things that we really try to get, the reason why they're taboo is because we're trying to get to what works.
Mm.
Because it's really what really matters. Like, do you want to leave a relationship you could build something with? Because
I feel
people,
like once kids is involved, that it make it harder for the parents.
To leave.
Why you look at me like
You look
that?
that-
No, because listen-
you got
Make
kids
it-
too.
It made it made it
Yeah,
a terrible
both parents
time
be
for me
loving
and my
their
baby
kids so
moms.
much.
I have a daughter. Yeah, my
Damn,
daughter's
that's not-
18.
I
But
knew
me and
that.
my daughter, my baby moms, because of that situation, made it tremendously hard.
But
with
why?
me and my daughter.
But why?
Her mother said because she still is in love with me and she's married
Okay.
to this day. You know what I'm
Why you
saying?
had to tell the world? Okay, but listen,
I don't, because I don't care, because she gets on my nerves so bad. I could care less.
But
If y'all
what-
know my baby mama, tell her you saw it.
But wait, real quick though, when y'all had the baby, what made shit get rocky?
All right, let me tell you. I'm gonna be honest
baby.
with y'all. No. I'm
The
gonna tell you. No.
It was physical or sexual?
I'm gonna tell you the real story. I'm gonna tell you the real
Okay, give
story.
it about.
Me and her was kind of breaking up, and the nigga tried to kill me.
Okay.
Okay, and I survived,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to recuperate for 10 months, learn to walk again, and all types of shit.
God is
So although me and her had broke up,
She was there for you.
I trusted. I wanted to have a legacy. I was in the street. I said, I'm not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So at least if this goes down, I have something that people could see and they could remember me by. She knew that. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what happened and occurred, I guess me and her at a young age, because we had my daughter young, you know what I'm saying? We thought that was what was going to keep us together, and it did for a little while. But everything still went back to the same old shit.
But why?
I
What?
thought that was gangster.
Because we was broken up before.
Yeah, that was already broken.
So she wasn't. So I thought that she was gonna change and do something different.
Kid makes more.
It caused more shit, and then now we got a kid.
Niggas
And
is
can you
tired.
share with us? Can
Uh-huh.
you share with us just like one thing that you guys couldn't work through?
Nigga,
him
one
out.
thing.
Yeah, just something that you guys could not work
Stressing
through.
this poor man out.
It was so many things. Family shit, togetherness. Like she didn't have her father.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Me and her met her father the same day. I talked her into going to see her father because we was in college together and he lived in Baltimore. And I was like, you don't go see your pops? Nah, nigga, we gonna go see your father. So the idea of her father not being there, then her stepfather, who she thought was her father, got into a fight with her moms and told her when she was 9, that's not even my fucking baby.
Oh, that's traumatic.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought that my family life and who I was gonna make it better. You know what I'm saying? Because we was lit. And
Could you understand what she was going through at that time or no?
He was young.
yeah, no, I could understand what she was going through. That's why I told her, yo, we need to go see your father. See, me and my family is tremendously close. Me and my mother, my father, like this. You know, I go take care of them. So I couldn't understand how you couldn't have a relationship with your father. Yeah. But as it trickled down, I haven't spoken to my daughter in 2 years.
Wow.
Because of her mom. Me and her mom got into a big fight during Corona, capping and lying. They changed the fucking number, moved, sold the house, moved, did all this other type of wild shit and everything. And her mother is like, she got a problem. My daughter don't even see her own mom's mom like that. You know what I'm saying? Because her own mom's mom will speak out against her.
She said she 18, right?
Yo, when you got somebody in the house with you,
I can understand.
and you have a father that
Circle
travels the
continues,
world,
basically. She wasn't close
she
to her
been
father, and now
poisoning.
she doing
She
same
been
with grandmother.
poisoning her mind for years.
Right.
She been poisoning my mind for years. So when you have that type of thing that's going on, that's why I learned. Like for me, dealing with my baby moms made me just want to be straight up with everybody.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hear the bullshit and I don't want to deal with it. So if Kaya says she don't like what I got to say, she'll still be my friend. And she'll see me next week and we'll smoke a blunt again. She be like, nigga, you crazy as fuck for that stupid shit. But she knows that when I'm rolling with her, this nigga's solid. And that's what I go on. When I deal with women, I'm dealing with them as my friend.
Right.
I don't deal with them as a piece of pussy first. You know what I'm saying? I'm more into your pussy once I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, give me that. Let me squeeze with, you know what I'm saying? Crazy shit. But when I'm dealing with you, I'm really trying to bond with you. That's why I said when I would meet you, if I like you, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to be straight up with you. And if you tell me that I got things that I'm dealing with I don't want to talk about right now, I'm going to respect you.
Right.
So if you come back to me 6-7 months later and say, yo, this is why this be going on, then I won't cheat on you because we talked about
I
this
like
shit.
how you tried to smooth that over, Esther.
It's
but that
real.
ain't even. That ain't.
It's
you-
real.
That's an L that
It's
you're gonna have
real.
to just
I
put in the
talk
books.
to you.
It's
You
in the
talk
books.
to me. I don't got. Yo, y'all watch the show. Y'all know I don't got to fucking clean nothing up, right? Never.
No, but I respect what you're saying, and I think that
And that's the communication is key.
I think that the honesty is very difficult because I read this book called The Four Agreements by Don
That's my
Miguel Luis,
shit.
my shit.
right?
Don't take anything personal.
That's where I got my last
Be
album
impeccable
title
with your
from.
words.
It's not about
That's
you.
the only
I got it
book
from
I
that
ever
chapter. Don't
read.
take nothing personal.
I always-
P.S. It's not about you.
I love that book.
One of the
I got it
favorite,
from.
one of my favorite parts in the
Damn, I
book.
read that one.
You better.
Read,
That's
girl.
a
The
must read.
Alchemist.
The subtle art of not giving
It's
a fuck.
better than
too.
every
Millionaire.
other
Read that.
book.
That was good.
That's a
I
great
read
read,
that
too.
one.
Rich
I
Kid,
like
Poor
the subtle art, but I didn't make it through the whole book. The only book I read in totality,
Is it full agreement?
4 Agreements.
Wow.
And you know they got
Really
the 5
good.
agreements now, right?
His son, right?
You never read 48 Laws of Power?
I
I
did.
read, but I got through it. But
That's a grimy book, though.
It
but
is.
that's a
read that
manipulation
book.
book,
It's
and
a
that's why
grimy
I don't
book.
watch
Life
it.
is, though.
That's why you have to.
I don't
No, it's
read it. I
not.
don't
No,
fuck
it's
with
not.
it.
Life is similar to the. I mean, you're white.
That's how people in life are. That's why it is a
Wait.
good read because you could always
It's
know
good
when
knowledge to
you could also
have.
know when someone else too read that book. Like,
Hey,
oh,
Poison,
this
I saw it.
motherfucker read that book.
Yo,
Yeah.
it poisoned a lot of people's minds, though, y'all.
It's grimy.
It ruined a lot of
does.
people who didn't have guidance,
It
and
does.
people will say,
It's like
read
the
this,
Bible.
and it totally
Bible.
messes
And
them
I
up.
mean,
It
who
messed
gets
a lot of people
The
up.
people that
The
see
48
Bible verses
laws.
think it means death.
It messed a lot of people up from being able to have genuine relationships. Everybody always had a plot and a plan. You know, all that spun
Then you
from
start
Machiavelli
questioning
the
people, like,
Prince.
is this person for me? That person for me?
He got that whole concept from Machiavelli the Prince when Machiavelli wrote the Prince about Prince. Machiavelli wrote the Prince, which made sense because when you're a king and your son becomes prince, when you die, your power dies with you. So everybody is gonna try to kill your son.
Right.
So most princes get killed. People don't know that.
I didn't know that.
Back then, most princes get poisoned, killed,
It's
or
in the
get
book.
set up.
I didn't know that.
So Machiavelli wrote a book about deception when you become a prince. in order to survive.
And that turned
And
into
then
the
he
48
took
laws
it,
of power.
and then he made 48 laws of power
Gotcha.
with it. But we're all not out here trying to survive 24 hours a day.
Right.
You can have a genuine relationship, but a prince can't.
Couldn't.
Right.
Think about it. If you're a prince,
Yeah.
you're 16.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody gonna.
But I mean, in a way,
And
that-
then you got to
that
remember
book
people
would be
training their
helpful.
daughters to.
But that book would be helpful, seeing that so many people now are like reaching certain.
You need the
people.
48 laws of power now with
Yeah,
social media.
Exactly, with social media.
Certain
So
people
many
it
more
can
people
help you
are
to
It's
combat.
not for
finding
everybody's
themselves
mental.
in positions
I
that.
don't think.
But okay, I'm sorry.
sorry, no, go ahead,
But
go ahead.
what was that? Because we were talking about stonewalling,
Mhm.
and I lost.
So what I was saying with Dom Miguel Luis' book, what he said was, when you got a whole bunch of scabs and scars, and somebody else got a bunch of scabs and scars, you can't hug because it's too painful.
Mm-hmm.
If I touch you, it hurts.
Mhm.
If you like, yo, hey, I'm like, because I'm scarred up. So
Mhm.
I have so much pain, and that's what I'm trying to say with communication. How could you communicate when you're in so much pain? Most of us.
It hurts, but when you finally do it, you don't know how much relief you get
Yes.
from it.
There you
You
go.
don't know how it's like medicinal almost. It's
Yep.
almost like, oh my God, like I'm free of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm free of that. Imagine you got
Oh, that
mad
wasn't
bags,
so bad.
mad bags,
Yeah.
mad bags.
Right.
Like bag lady, like you got mad bags, right? Like, and you just keep in secret what's in it. And you just take a bag off one time and you just show, fuck it, I'm gonna just show what's in it. That's one less bag you gotta carry. That's one less thing that you gotta, your shoulders start to get the, get the little bounce back, So it's like, the more you just, I mean, at the end of the day, this is how I live. Fuck it.
Do
If
you?
you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. If you love me, you love me. If you're gonna be there for me, you're gonna be there for me. That's why I'm so raw and like, I'm not for everybody. I know that. I am not for everybody.
I don't think nobody on the show is for everybody.
Honestly, I for real, because like I'm gonna be honest as fuck. I'm gonna be honest as fuck. Just like you were saying, like sometimes, like I used to tell my man, don't come near me in the morning. I don't want to smell my breath and your breath making a tornado. I don't want that either. I don't either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I'm like that with my wife too, cause she
Yeah,
wanna kiss
like,
me. I'll be like, yo, I
uh-uh.
smoke, chill. It's in the
Chill,
morning.
chill.
I don't care. I care.
right.
I care.
But it's like everything, like I'm just so raw and real with everything because it's my fucking life. I'm gonna eventually be 6 feet under by my goddamn self. So I'm gonna make the best of it. And just like I say in my relationship, whether I'm married, whatever, this shit gotta be right, it gotta feel right and everything, because I know I get one life. So you're either gonna be the one, or I can go back to having a good time, or just you're gonna be my friend. You're gonna make me
I
feel
go
good.
so
You see how she put that pause, right? I could go back to.
Like
Going on the low with us.
I'm just saying, but nothing
No,
I
when
do.
you're a man, you gotta do it hot so the camera can see.
But nothing I do is like, I don't want to be ashamed of anything. Like, I want to be able to be open with somebody, honest with you. You accept me for who I am, and we just have an amazing life together. Having to keep
That
shit
sounds-
secret
Can
doesn't
I
feel
ask
good.
It's a little
Can I ask him a
poetic.
Said it's
question?
poetic, but at the
It's
end
a
of the day,
little
that's
poetic.
the life
Ask
of a bitch
him
like
a
me
question
live.
though. A real question, right?
I'll be honest on this.
Let me just a real question, because I feel like this involves the stonewalling effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so many more women than men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why most women don't want to be straight up and tell everything, like, oh, I did this, I
Absolutely.
did that. Because not only is it, they say it's 20-1, some people say it's 7-1. If it's 7-1, it doesn't matter, right? If you like black men, they're going to jail.
Oh shit.
If you like Spanish men, they're going to jail. This is just reality. This ain't good,
Yeah.
but this is what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Now you at a loss. Now it goes from 7-1 to maybe 10, 12-1. Can it be the position that y'all are in that y'all don't fuck with the stonewalling, or it's a negative thing? Because for a man, like, for me, it doesn't really matter. I'm free with mine because I know it's other women out there,
So
and
many
I know
options.
that it's a lot of shit out there for me. Race, creeds, and colors. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
But with y'all, maybe the stonewalling effect is a little different because y'all got different type of feelings. Y'all are looking at things way differently. and there aren't the companions out here that's gonna mix and match and merge with y'all.
Some
Could
of
that
us
be the
don't
issue?
Some of us don't feel.
No.
I never thought there was a shortage of men.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
Jada always says that. That's one thing Jada always says.
This Jada?
Because I'm
Yeah.
this.
She
I'm,
always be like, yo,
I'm being
she's
true to
like, I
myself.
get so many.
good men when she says
No,
that.
no. When I say a shortage of men,
No, she don't believe there's a shortage.
But
She's
yo,
like,
but Jada, I don't mean a shortage of men like there ain't nobody out here to fuck or have fun or travel
I'm
with.
not talking
I'm
about
talking
that
about I'm talking about
either.
one that you can
I've
say
met more good
you're
men.
with me.
Like I've literally met more good men that I push to the side, and I'm just keeping it a buck with you. Like some women really do push the good dude, just
They
like
choose
and, it's,
shit.
and at this and at this
My
day and
friends
is
age
true.
too.
choose shit.
And
So
at this day and age
people
too.
choose shit.
And a lot of women now are complaining like, basically women are saying, the BBL chicks and these chicks are winning, and now it's becoming nice girls finish last in a way. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now they're looking like, yeah, we're all the, like
where are all the nice girls?
where are the
nice
nice
girls are coming back though, because
the
now
nice
the
girls-
niggas are complaining.
Yes, they
about
are.
oversaturating of what they wanted.
Right.
So
We did ask for the bullshit. I'm not
Now-
gonna cap on that. Me and Rico talk about that, and we be on the phone. We be like, niggas are responsible for a lot of this shit because they was like, I don't want that. I want this right here, and I'm tricking, and I don't care if she's a hoe.
you.
I'm rocking with that.
Thank
I'm not
you.
gonna cap on that.
Thank you.
Men have a lot to do with that bullshit.
It slowly
but
might be
now it's
shifting a little
rippled
bit.
over,
It's starting
and
to
I always say this:
shift back a
women
little.
had the
What's a good
power. Y'all had supreme
Exactly.
power for a minute, but like everybody does with power, it starts to get abused.
yes,
And the
now
men-
women don't have the power.
And then men started to look like, oh, word.
Two girls is
This
making
is
it
how
hard
y'all
for
gonna
good
do
women.
this. We're gonna flip this back. And you can even look politically. The white men taking over, talking about, we're gonna tell you when you can have a baby or not. It's war now. It's war on
I didn't
each
even know
species.
that. I was watching this podcast called Full Send Podcast, and
Uh-huh.
they had Elon
Send.
Musk.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know that. Elon Musk was like, yo, y'all don't understand. 50% of the population of the world is over 60.
Mm.
They said, y'all don't understand. In 25 years, we're not producing enough people to occupy the earth.
how many years?
That's what they want, though.
They're saying 50% of the population
60.
is over 60 years old.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like
But think
now,
about it,
because
that's
now
half-
people are not just
'Cause no one's having
arranged
kids.
marriage or let's
yeah.
have kids.
No,
Because
our community, even
I'm the
but
only
it-
person in life.
but
out of
it's
all my
not-
friends
but it's
that
not
does
enough
that.
people.
Realize, but
It's
do
not
you
enough
realize
people.
because things are not natural anymore? Everybody's fighting what's natural. Everybody is fighting what's natural. Y'all want bitches that gotta go to work and do this and do that. Well, then nobody's home to come fuck because
well,
she's at
speaking
work.
of natural,
They not
Jada,
fucking when they stay home
Jada.
anyway. They lazy.
Fucking-
Jada.
If you
They
do what
lazy.
you gotta do, they
So if you're not
fucking.
gonna fuck and you staying at home, go get your ass a job.
I'm not saying just stay at home. I'm just saying
I'm
things
just
are
fucking with you. I'm
changing.
just
I
joking. I'm
know.
just joking.
I'm just saying in general, things are changing so drastically. Even social media, technology, this, that, everything is changing so drastically. People are not wanting to have kids. We're seeing what everybody else has, and we're just like, no, I'm gonna just wait. I ain't gonna settle for this. I'm gonna just wait. Wait. Everybody is waiting, and that means less kids are being born, and
Yeah, but
everybody
that's
is
what they're saying. They're saying like
their
50%.
roles.
He was
I
like,
don't blame them though.
Everybody's roles are
50% of the
changing.
population is over 60, and there's not enough kids being born. Period.
I don't feel like it needs to be
Because
enough
everybody's
kids
putting
being
their
born right now.
careers
This is
first.
so crazy.
Because it's traumatizing to
Yeah, it
children what's going on.
People are
I'm gonna just have this
bugging.
baby and go my way. You don't think a child wants both their mother and father?
And women are definitely
Like
saying,
us, even
I
us,
just
we
want
didn't
the
grow with
baby.
both
Get the fuck
parents,
out of
and
here.
it affected
Wow.
us. Like,
Or they'll be like, yo,
Yeah.
you could go, I'll still be okay.
Yo.
But the child won't be okay. And
As
that's
a
what people
parent, I
forget.
don't want the
You're
baby
gonna
by
be okay
myself.
as a parent,
Camera, I
but
can't
the
even say it,
child
but
wants
yeah,
their
yes.
father.
It's a little
The
selfish.
child wants their mother.
It's a little bit
My
selfish.
friend, somebody just told my friend's kid the other day, that's why you don't have your father, and I do. At a basketball game, his father's in jail. Children are evil.
Children been mean.
Yeah, they
That
been mean
mean.
though.
Children
Can I
been
say
mean.
something? I never in life heard or dealt with the shit I hear
Kaya,
kids saying.
can I
Y'all,
ask- can I
y'all
ask you
really
a question?
bugging. I live
Can
in the projects. I'm telling y'all the
man,
truth.
Can I ask you a question?
I was in Baisley and then I moved to Rice.
I
heard a lot of shit, girl.
So you know the kids today, we was not like that. We was
Yo,
not
they
like
was
that, kid.
yo, they was lit. They was you bugging.
I'm sorry. I
No,
can't agree
wait.
with that.
That's
I
what
wasn't
I'm
like
asking
that when
all
I was
y'all
a kid.
right
My
now.
friends were not
Are
like
kids
that. Now,
evil? Are
Not
kids
you.
evil or they honest?
they're evil and disgusting.
No, they're
and
traumatized.
honest.
I seen a group of kids jerking off with each other on FaceTime, so I'm not about to sit here and agree that I wasn't doing that. Me and my friends was not
No,
doing
we
that shit.
wasn't doing that.
Exactly.
The
kids I know is
being
horrible.
mean, but that's not being mean.
Talk about me
I
and
watched a
Fresh.
porno when I was little.
Okay,
but
Fresh is different.
Sending it out was mean then.
Fresh- no,
I went
Fresh-
to my little weed
Fresh
on
is
FaceTime
different.
and you screenshot and you send it to everybody. That's
Fresh.
bullying opinion. That's mean,
That's
though.
fresh.
It's not to be cool. Like,
Who's to say we
look
wouldn't
at
have
his
been
little
doing it
wiener.
if technology was
I would have
around when
been
we were
sending
young?
out.
I had aim and
I
stuff,
would have been
so I
sending out some
wasn't
dick
doing
pics
that.
when I
I'm
was
sorry.
younger, and I had the
Not a
gram.
sending out.
I
It's
would have.
on the phone with your friends showing each other penises.
I might have been showing a girl my shit on FaceTime.
girl.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nah,
I think if
definitely not.
technology was the way it is
I mean, I
now,
can say
when I was in high school,
Bullying, like,
we probably would have been just as bad because
We
we
would've
was
been doing some
fighting.
shit.
People was.
I
I remember I had acne.
Sidekicks, we had sidekicks and aim and shit. MySpace, it could have been.
MySpace was crazy. MySpace was.
It wasn't that bad though.
I was in college.
You know
what?
why? Listen, let me tell you why. You could have a Pops page. Every school, I think, had the Pops page, right? You can make up anything. I was on a Pops page. I was a virgin.
Or you just make
Ghetto on
things up.
mine, and I'm not
Yeah,
even ghetto.
you would just take a picture, the person's main profile picture, and just throw it up there.
Okay.
Now people is telling you full blown business, real facts about you. That used to be your friend, and it's worse
They
in my
got the
opinion.
information and
It's
they
way
share it
worse.
with other
Yeah,
other
I
people.
had one of my
documentary
friends
on it
kill
now.
himself when I was in high school for being bullied. So I'm not gonna say it never happened, but in my
does.
opinion, it's got way worse. It's horrible. These kids are saying worse things ever than I've ever heard children say when I was a child.
Why do you think that is?
Social media. That's it. We're not gonna
Exposure?
keep ignoring the fact.
Exposure.
You can't, as a parent, I can't even blame the parent. You cannot monitor your child 24/7. You could take their phone. You know what they're gonna do? Jada, let me use your phone.
phone,
So I
Let me
can
go
log
Snapchat.
into
Log in on their
Instagram.
computer.
Like it's no different, right? Go to the to library. There's no blocked
not
access to
gonna lie.
Facebook and stuff at public libraries.
No.
I'm not gonna lie.
So-
Being a mother in this in this
It's
generation.
crazy.
It's crazy. It's scary. It's hard.
Yeah.
Every time you hear something in the news, now I don't want to give my son what's it called?
Tablets.
The
Vaccination.
Vaccinations, like not regular, just regular vaccinations. Them
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, black kids, black boys are more, whatever." They're getting it from vaccinations.
They can get autistic from
yeah.
vaccinations.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
A
That
nigga
shit
could be
drove
7
me
years old and get a
crazy.
vaccination, and now he's
Yes.
autistic.
Yo, that
Facts.
shit drives me crazy. Now imagine me as a mom. No, like I
You
keep.
better tell him you Jewish and you ain't taking no
My
vaccination.
son has not been vaccinated, but am I doing the right thing or am I doing the wrong thing? Am I following social media? Am I doing the right thing? That's what fucks with you.
I feel like
'Cause I'm
whatever
is this
your
all
belief
cap?
is
Is this
the
all
right
a lie?
thing.
Is this all some shit made up? Is it really real? Did
Read
Dr.
on
Sebi
it.
really do this shit? Did he
But
really?
why don't you just read? Read.
I
read
do
the
fucking
research.
read.
to
I'm saying
on
read
it.
the research.
Because you don't know what's what.
Exactly. You Google.
you don't.
You Google,
You have to-
and they say.
Let me give you a
"Does
perfect
Pepsi have
example."
Coke in it?
Right.
Yes.
You
Does
said-
Pepsi have Coke in it?
No.
Who said they know Luke? You say you know Luke, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you know what a pseudo documentary is? You know what pseudo
So it's
documentary?
like a mind.
It's
something.
a fake documentary. It's basically
Pseudo documentary.
yes, it's a word for it. Like the Blair Witch Project. That shit wasn't real, but it was recorded like a document. Those are what
Got
pseudo
you.
documentaries
Got,
are.
okay, got
Okay.
you.
So that's how wild social media and the media is. Even if she does look it up, it's like, what the fuck? Because there could be
then
some
it's
fake
real.
shit.
It's not.
It could-
I just looked up. It could be a pseudo article.
Yes.
No, but
It's
you
not
know,
like the library where it says fiction.
no, but
nonfiction.
one of the one of the words that I do kind of live by, and funny, it came from a rap song, right? I remember one of Jay-Z's lyrics. He said, "Before you act on the word, just remember the source." To me, it's just about the source. Like if it's a study from Harvard and Yale combined, then I compare and I go to the school that they hate the most.
Right.
NYU hates Harvard, so they did their version.
Right.
And then this person did their version. Like it's all about the source.
But
That's
So
then
you gotta
being
research
black.
the source
Yes.
now.
That I've been doing that.
Damn.
I've been doing that.
I
That's
get it,
too
y'all.
much for me.
I've been doing it. I'm sorry.
I'm
That's too
always
much for me.
I'm always even more because y'all, I'm sorry, just I take being black really serious.
So do I.
I would think everything is a lie. Y'all telling us to vote and then y'all fuck us over again. You
Yeah.
telling me that this is get this
That's a
vaccination
fact.
and you fuck us over again.
That's a
I don't
fact.
trust nothing because I'm black. Black
All right,
as fuck.
sis.
I would have been a Black Panther if I could.
There's no right and
I
wrong
don't
in your
trust
beliefs.
Nothing. I don't
And
trust
certain things
nothing.
like that, I don't think it's the right and wrong.
But you dealing with, you
I'm a
know, at the
scared
end
ass
of the-
bitch.
I
How do you
know,
trust
but-
your? Let me ask her a question.
I don't
Because she
wanna
said
be
she don't
paranoid
trust
all my
nothing.
life.
So if we're not trusting nothing and it's hard to trust, wouldn't that carry over to the relationships that we're having? So if y'all not trusting, the same dudes that's watching social media, they're not trusting, and that's why we're in this situation. People getting stonewalled. People don't want to tell the truth because you're gonna judge me. You're gonna cheat on me. Isn't that all just a fucking ripple effect of disbelief,
Yeah.
and misinformation.
misinformation?
And you don't want to be vulnerable and you don't want to be open. Like, no matter what people
No
say, in my opinion, I don't care if it's social media, if it's this, if it's that, if it's
Yeah.
1,000 years. Genuine is genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about being gullible. I'm not
Mhm.
talking about being naive and dumb. But I think that if you're just genuine and open and honest as much as you can, and then you don't feel the pressure to have to do something else, then you might find a corner where you can communicate. And like you said, it'll be liberating. You both said it, right? Then someone, it can be liberating. Like I would love to see
Very liberating.
that scenario that you told us about earlier about that couple, seeing how they communicate with each other if they could get past their bullshit.
But it can happen. Like
Whatever. At
It
this
can
point.
happen.
me and my wife been together. It'll be 11 years in September 19th, right?
Congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Congrats.
No, but we only been married. It'll be 3 years.
Doesn't
So I
matter.
took yes.
Love is love.
Yes, because
Congratulations.
no, look,
Don't
because
send them my congratulations.
no, thank you. No, I'm just saying on this tip. Remy came on the show with us on another show that I'm on, and she said, "You're bugging SSO because me and Pap got married in 3 years. When you know." I said, "But me and my wife needed things to work on.
I didn't know.
I loved her, and she knew that she loved me.
But there's things that you had to
It
get
was
past.
so many things that we took time. We broke up 50 million times, realized that we cared about each other, and said, yo, listen, I'd rather work on it with you than without you. We're better together. So it took time. It took fights. It took no sex. It took arguing, breaking up, all types of shit. But it took time for us to come to that ground and say, I understand where you coming from, and I understand where you coming from. We were raised differently. We both hood niggas, but we was raised differently.
Calls the wife a hood.
She's a hood nigga. She's from the Bronx.
Wait, oh, everybody. I
She's
just want
from
everyone to know.
Soundview. What are you talking about? She's a hood
I
nigga.
appreciate that he said that.
She's a
Alan,
hood
you
nigga too.
Wait, Alan, you look so.
Not the hood nigga, everything.
You look like you really are just you soaking it up. But when I said that,
Oh God.
when I said that a
What
few
y'all be
weeks
doing
ago,
to
you were
this
just like,
poor
oh
girl
yeah,
up
you're
here?
just not ready.
She got a problem,
This is a
yo.
sexist show.
That's all you gotta say.
Sexist
She got a problem.
The
She
owner of
wants,
this show.
she wants the owner, a man, to be on the side of the women.
But
That don't
listen,
make no
He's
sense.
looking at you like he's just
But
like,
you know
oh,
what I
I
appreciate you
understand.
said?
All right,
But
so
when
let's
I
go
said-
back.
You know what Esso said? I
A few
appreciate what he
weeks ago
said.
when I
He
said I
knew.
wasn't ready. He had an
She
issue.
ain't gonna let you talk.
He knew that they needed time to work, right?
And I
And
knew
they both knew that they would needed each other to grow. Like
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing. I love that he said that. Like we knew we was gonna get it together. Some
We
people
didn't know we was gonna get together. We were willing to try.
y'all were willing to
There you
try. I
go.
mean,
We
y'all were
didn't know.
willing.
We didn't
Some
know.
people it just be one person willing, and that one person being like, "With this and motherfucker, this is me." So if you're gonna drag me with you or not, because that's what you're doing, really. You're lifting the weight of that person.
You're
not
carrying- the
doing-
person
you're
is heavy.
carrying it. You're carrying your own weight, and then that.
So what do? You go back on the market?
That's your choice. I let shit like that go. I don't do that no more. When I was younger, I said, I'm dating this person's potential because I think by next year they're going to get it together. Now, no, motherfucker. 6 months probably tops, if even that. I'm sorry.
We just talked about that. How y'all gonna
Not
put a
enough
time
time.
limit?
And dating. I'm not talking about being in serious and dating flags. Like, we all ignore flags. I'm going to be
Why don't
honest
we
with
do
you.
this?
I ignore flags.
Why don't we do this?
ignore
Why don't
flags?
8 at the table do this?
ignore flags.
Not
Is that where we?
bad, not horrible red flags. Like, you a
I don't-
motherfucking murderer or some shit. I'm not
Kaya,
ignoring that.
I don't ignore. See, let me say this before you say
Go
this.
ahead, go ahead.
I'm glad you said that because I was gonna say before we moved on, we know who we meeting for real when we meeting them, right? So when you said you ignored the red flags, they
When
was
I was younger.
okay. Even younger,
21. You
E-
grow from 21.
even
Come on.
younger. When you're consciously ignoring red flags, you know that there's a problem here.
You don't know that when you're 21. You just
You-
got out of fucking
okay,
high
you're,
school.
You kind of figure
You don't
that
know nothing
you
at
do ignore
21.
it in
Your
a sense
frontal
because you want to
lobe-
get past it
But
because
you
you like
don't
the
know that.
person.
You don't even
Women-
know what a real relationship
for the
is
women-
at 21.
For the
Realistically,
women,
Yeah.
you just come from
scientifically,
high school,
for the women, scientifically, your frontal lobe is developed at 21, the man at 25.
but your mental ain't.
So if you was at 21, all I'm saying is we go based upon we all feel here, okay?
Yes.
We know when we go
In
into
a no
some
judgment
place,
way.
We
Absolutely.
know when we go to some place, we know the feeling that we have. We know as a man, I'm not gonna speak for a woman. We know as a man when we're meeting a woman, there's certain red flags that come with this woman, but you like her, right?
But-
But you push forward,
You're right,
right?
also.
And you might not say, I'm not all in with her.
Yeah,
Because
I just
I'm
said
not
that.
men think
no,
like
no,
that.
I'm talking about no.
Be
I'm not
with
talking
you,
about
but
6
he know he
months.
ain't gonna be with
I'm
you.
not talking
I
about
do
6
that
months.
too.
I'm talking
I
about
know
from the
that.
jump street. I know.
I'm not gonna be with you.
I feel what I'm dealing with. There are a lot of women, and I spoke to women. This is not my opinion. I spoke to them, and they said, "Yeah, I felt the same way, but I pressed forward because I thought I could change him.
Yeah.
I thought that we was gonna do this, and this was gonna."
Sometimes
occur."
that works
See their
though.
potential.
Sometimes that
Men
works.
do it too in a different way.
And-
Because y'all gotta
Yeah, what's that
remember,
way?
I go to the barber shop and I'm the only bitch that be in there. So I hit
Okay,
men
so
to
what
a-
they be
I go
doing?
to
Tell us what
barbershop
they be
3
doing.
times. Certain men, when it comes to their money, right? Because the men is supposed to be the provider. That's what most women want, right? The men is supposed to be the provider. No, I'm only doing that because I don't agree with that. I feel like the times we live
Rap,
in,
you the provider.
men shouldn't always be the provider. That's not fair to a man or any human
You
being. I
rap,
really
you the
don't.
provider.
I know. I learned the hard way.
Hey, she owed it.
I learned
Don't
the
pinch
fucking
me though.
I wouldn't try that.
Yeah, men, I feel like once they, like he said, it's so many women to men. So women try their best to, I'm keeping my man. And ain't no bitch
Yep.
taking my man. But when the man got that money,
It's difficult.
what you gonna do? Because it's easier to hide it too when you have more money. It's easier to do it. Like, it's so much easier. Like, yo, babe, I'm sending you to the spot. Oh, thank you, baby. I love my man. I'm taking my best friend. Me and Jada gonna get a massage.
And
And he over there with sis.
He don't even gotta do that.
I
I'm going
love
to work
that.
and he's
Like,
going to sis crib. He
I
paying
love
for it.
that.
He's working from sis
Exactly.
crib.
But that's
Exactly.
that's the funnest part of your
Yeah,
life,
you know what I'm saying?
sis.
The control is a little
That's
bit
the fu-
easier.
I
You know
love
what
when
I'm
a man
saying?
think he gonna control me with his money. Oh, you
The
out
control is a
there?
little,
You
or the
gonna
thought
cook
of
for me
control.
today?
Yeah.
If he's knocking
thought
that
of the
down
control.
and he controlling you with that money, that's a totally different thing, though, Jada.
yeah.
You left some money.
You got that money, he knocking that down.
Out in your car. You left somebody for us to go get a crab feast. We out. Like I wasn't even. But that was younger me. I wasn't emotionally attached enough.
Yes.
You had to do something to make me feel like, oh, that's the one. Oh, I'm cooking and cleaning. I'm cleaning up this house.
But you knew that when you met him, right? Keep it a
Yeah.
bean.
I'm
And
saying,
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm
We
saying
push
I
through
know-
our
I
feelings.
know little red flags, not the big ones
Not-
that I hate.
but
Like,
here's-
I hate cigarettes. So if I see you smoking cigarettes, then
But
It's
don't the
done.
little red
bye.
flags
It
add
was
up,
so nice
Kaya?
meeting you.
Okay, that's done.
But Kaya, don't they keep going
That-
up?
unfortunately,
one little
sometimes they
thing,
do.
4 little things. Now these 4 little things is one big fucking thing.
Yes, unfortunately they do, but they always don't. That's why I said the little flags sometimes could be pushed to the side because it's not that serious. Like certain,
Pick your battles.
it could
You
yes,
can't pick
it
every.
could be
You can't
like
fight every battle.
I cannot.
Sometimes you be
Like, it could be something simple. Like I know people so what's the word? Like self-conscious, whatever. Like I hate that my nigga tucks his fucking pants and his tongue and his sneakers. Like that might really make a bitch skin like.
That's a cornball. She gotta drop him. He's
You know what I'm
corny.
saying?
No.
But that's
Drop
not
him.
some-
He's a
But
cornball.
that's not something that he wouldn't be able to change. You know what I'm saying? Like
but
little red
sometimes-
flags like that, I would ignore. Like if
That's
I
also-
was to be that person, like damn, I
Hold on
cannot
a second.
stand
I
this
want to
nigga.
go with that.
Get
But
rid of him.
Yeah, like-
No, because
like-
you accept cornball shit.
See? He's a
You
cornball.
accept
Get rid
cornball
of him.
shit.
Great combo.
Only
No,
because he
you
can
know,
do so
women-
much for you.
No. Women will change their style, Kaya. Women, a dude will come be like, yo, babe. A
If you a
dude.
cornball at heart, then you a cornball. If you a cornball how you dress,
a dude is
you
in
can
their
change that.
style, Kaya. You can
can
redress
change
him.
that.
And
That's
can't
hold on a
take
second.
it.
That's I
a
want
whole
to go.
different
Hold on a second.
topic.
Hold on, Jada. Hold on a
Two different
second. I'm sorry.
combos.
Wait. Now we gotta go. We gotta
Yeah,
put the
two
layers on
different
it.
combos.
No. It's not really. Not really. So,
She's this level of
But-
cornball.
but-
The level of a corn.
but think about it for a second, right? When you really look at it, if you were the guy and he's doing some cornball stuff,
God, I'm hot.
do you guys feel like there's a disconnection of honesty with yourself? Knowing that, am I really gonna deal with this guy?
Most women, yes,
because I was just
I'm
with a
honest,
fly
like,
dude.
yeah, so we
Now
honest.
I'm going to accept this.
Jada's honest
It's
too.
hard
So
for
listen,
me.
most
It's hard for me
girls.
to answer.
Oh, so she's not honest.
I wanna hear what she gotta
I'm over
say.
here with myself.
Most
Most
what?
girls are not honest. So they would tell their homegirl, like, bitch, this nigga, oh my God. Can you believe he came to the date with a suit and tie, like that ass a suit and tie and loafer shoes?
Yeah.
And then there's some women that love that. But then, and then you have your friend like, ew, bitch, you need another nigga. But then you have a good friend with a mental head, but like, did you have a good time? Like, did he make
There
you
you
laugh?
go. There you go.
Did he pay? Did he open your... Oh, yeah, girl, he did all of that. He even bought me flowers. So what the fuck is the problem? Tell him you don't like that fucking suit and tie on your dates and wear that with your friends. And when we go out, we going
Preach him.
shopping.
Yeah.
But
That's
also
why I
as a man,
said-
if you don't like that, I'm like, babe, that's really not my style. Then you
But-
have to come
but-
to an agreement. Like,
okay,
then what
no,
is
no,
That's why I
wait,
said
wait.
there's not a
What is your
shortage.
style?
There's
Hey,
not a
did they see-
shortage.
but, hey, did they see the woman that cut the dude off that had the great date and all he did was
Yes.
blow on his suit and she said that's a deal breaker?
I did see that. I
Listen,
did.
that is
Yes.
why
Yes.
there is not a shortage,
Yes.
y'all.
She said you gotta
Ladies,
eat the
pay
soup
the fucking
and burn your
attention.
tongue.
Take the shot at motherfucking Benny Hannes without being gay and cut
No,
off.
ladies won't let you give them head with their ass tooted up, and I understand that. Don't give me head with your ass up. But I'ma have,
I
like
like head with your ass.
no, his ass up.
Oh,
Don't
oh,
fucking
oh.
eat my pussy and your ass is all tooted up. If I see your arch in your back,
Oh, let me give you 5 for that one. No, right hand only. Right
Okay.
hand only. Right hand only. All right, cool.
if you giving me the goods, if you licking that cat, When I see your arch,
Why you gotta touch your leg like that? You all in the moment?
She had a
She had a moment. She grabbed.
Listen, certain shit is just a turn off. But ladies, this is why I say there's not a shortage. It's just that we're picky as fuck.
It is a shortage, Jada.
But
Pretty women, stop doing that.
All right.
Stop
fine,
doing
fine.
that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
See, I argue
gotta
with
be
Rico.
confident.
I argue with Rico
It's
about
a shortage on good penis.
No,
That's what it is.
no, I
That's
argue
what
with
my homegirls
Rico
tell me all
about
the time.
this.
That's exactly what it
It
is.
is. Always.
It's a shortage on good penis.
Can
That's why women tolerate ancient niggas a lot of times. Bum niggas, broke niggas, the nigga that don't treat you like shit because you feel like, damn, this man is mad nice, but his thing is like 3 inches.
love nice
and this
men.
nigga over here be knocking my shit off the wall. So women be going through it.
But
They do.
So on that note, right? This is what I wanted to ask you guys.
It's not right, though. I don't agree with it, but that's-
I'm fine with that. We've had that conversation, and I understand it 100%. I want to connect it to this. When you guys say cornball, right? Like a dude that's corny, like that's what's like, yo, he does that. That's a. Is it because a woman has to compromise herself to be with a man that other men don't respect? Because other men could just think about it. When you walk in the room, can you be with a man that nobody in that room respects?
It depends on
Go to a different room.
who's the respect being received from, because it could be a bunch of hood boogers that do nothing with their lives. That sell weed on the corner. You don't gotta respect my nigga because you still live with your mother selling drugs.
Thank you.
So you don't. My man bought us a house. You don't have to respect him with his shirt tucked in his fucking pants.
Thank you.
Because we're okay.
Thank you.
What respect do I need you to?
I fuck with that.
You have a
heavy.
record. You have 3 felonies. What do you? My man don't need respect from you.
All you got is a 6-pack, my nigga.
You could beat my man up, and I'ma shoot you.
You ain't got shit.
That's fine.
Yeah,
but he
thank you.
covers everything else. He doesn't know how to fight. He wasn't raised that way. He wasn't raised in the hood. He didn't go to karate. He just doesn't know how to fight.
Kaya,
That's
you my
okay.
bitch.
Like, it's all right.
Fuck with it.
It's okay.
To avoid.
But it's up to the viewer's discretion or the dater's discretion. I should say what they consider corny. Like certain people, like I said, consider how
When
a
I
person
walk
dress
beside
corny.
When you walk beside,
But the
when I
music
walk
they
beside
listen
you,
to is corny, but how they make you feel.
When you
come
walk
on.
beside
when I
them,
walk
yeah.
beside you,
What did you say?
when I walk
Separate that.
beside you,
Great
I've
answer.
done
That's
that.
a-
I'm not
that is
gonna
a
lie.
great
I've
answer.
not dated people because I'm like,
let me give
they're
you
a little
this.
trash.
that was a great answer. But when you walk beside
That's all
somebody,
you. That's all you. Wait,
Take a
hold on.
picture, take a
Hold on,
picture.
hold on. She got to get her
I
moment
was
for a
about to say
trophy.
she bald-headed like me, but she got a little fucking bun back here. Fuck her.
there we go.
Trophy. Okay.
Hello, fuck
Listen.
her.
To add to that, when I walk beside a man, I'm so fucking good with myself, and I'm just like, you got your points. You getting points. It doesn't
Right.
matter to me because at the end of the day, the ones that y'all call corny, I'm sorry, but they did the most for me, treated me good, helped me load up, helped me do better in my life. I just can't.
I'm not mad at.
But they don't excite you.
But as a
What are
man,
you talking about? Yes, because they're doing different shit. These
you
niggas
ain't you
doing
ain't with
shit.
none of the
They got me
cornballs.
on a 4-wheeler.
You not with the cornballs. You not with the cornballs.
Oh, that's.
I just got in the shootout with my
Yo,
nigga,
but
yo.
Wait, hold on, Kaya.
That shit ain't
Kaya.
fun.
Kaya,
After a
because she don't
while-
listen to men. Ask her this question, Kaya. I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask you.
don't.
Ask her.
I got you.
If she with any of these cornballs that she said was lit.
No, she was somebody else.
I
I'm not telling
dated
her
them. What are you
business on
talking
camera.
You didn't
about?
like 'em.
I'm not
Why?
telling her
Why do you
business.
think I didn't like them? I fell in love with a man that was. I'm not going to talk about it.
It just didn't work out.
How many cornballs you fucked with?
Listen, I'm a cornball lover. I love cornballs.
want to count right now?
Okay, because I like to be treated good, baby. Can't nobody, bitches hate me because I like to be treated good. That's why I said there's not a shortage, because a bitch like me.
But
I
do you
to
like
take in
them?
the-
Do you
I
like being
because
do
I'm
you
a
like being
lover.
treated good, or
I
do you
love
like
being treated
them?
good, and I love someone who has respect. I love someone
Yes.
who wants to just see me do better. They want to teach me. They want to help me grow. I love a man like that. Fuck all of these niggas that these
Okay,
bitches want.
can
because
I
what?
say something
They ain't
about?
got shit to teach me.
At all.
I'm gonna
You
tell
and
you.
you and your
They wanna
family,
buy
and your
you.
ancestors, and your family's family, and all of them, they all ain't got shit. They ain't got shit going on. And guess what? I like to be taught shit. I like to be able to be presentable everywhere I go. And sometimes you got to learn that shit from somebody who might be a cornball. But guess what? I know how to do a lot of shit now.
But that's
I
a lot
make
of women
lot
is
of
not
money
like
now.
you. A lot of women is not open to learning, to
No.
receiving new and
And I'm
growing.
gonna tell
They're not.
y'all
They
like I
just-
tell
that's it.
Rico,
Yeah.
like I've been
Yes.
trying to tell
That's
y'all.
me.
I
My
tell
friends. So
Rico this shit.
I date women, so I know. Like, and I have nothing but mad females in my family and a lot of female friends. A lot of women. I'm sorry, ladies, I love y'all, but they don't want to grow.
Well,
so
what do
I'm
they
happy
want?
that she said that. To
I'm
be
growing.
taken care of. To be taken care of.
And that's it.
I see it every day and it makes me
That's
sick.
all I think.
And when men share it, I can't even defend the women because it makes us look
That's all I-
horrible.
That's all I see.
Nowadays,
They
girls
only-
is
they only
posting.
wanna be
Listen,
taken
baby,
care
you
of.
didn't even gotta take me out to dinner. You got money. I'm coming home and sucking your dick. Females are posting that now
They just
today.
want to be taken care of. That is the minimum, and
That's
and
it.
that's why I said when
That's
I tried
it.
to say what I told Rico. I said Rico always talks to me on the telephone about me and him, and I say, yo, bro, niggas ain't like us though. So when you keep saying, yo, I don't know why these niggas ain't doing this and why this going on, because them niggas ain't built like us. It's two totally different people.
That's
So
why
when
you have the
Jada,
cast you have here. That's why you have the men here and the women you have here to host this show because everybody does not think like y'all.
but when Jada,
We're a real what you call it, 5%ers?
1%ers.
1%ers, 5%ers.
But Jada is speaking from a pretty
I
female
don't mean to do that.
Let me just say this. She's speaking from a pretty female point of view. When we talk to Rico, we talking from a point of view of we get bitches like us. There's a whole 98% of people in this world that don't get the attention. That's why she's saying there's no shortage of niggas. Naturally, scientifically, it is. It's 7 to 20 to 1. There is naturally a shortage of nigga. So when you keep saying from your
a
point of
shortage
view,
of nigga is
there's a
hilarious.
shortage of nigga. So when you keep saying I don't see this and I don't see that, you're not zoning out
That's
to say
because our
there's so
homegirls be
many
having
different
more than one
people.
nigga, so it don't seem to make a shortage of
But they
niggas.
be, but the more than one nigga that they got more than one broad.
So he's
They're sharing
outside,
them.
not being alone. He's being
you guys-
available.
again,
There's no
I hate to bring
shortage,
this.
they
I hate
all
to bring this
outside.
back to here, but we got to close up. But I hate to bring this back to here again, right? We always talk about this. So maybe monogamy is not as natural as we play it to be.
Mm-hmm.
If
What you
people
mean, being
are,
one person?
yeah, if people
Only
are
in
doing
this
whatever they want to
society,
do,
Let me I'm grab my phone. I want to see this book I've been reading lately.
right? Because here's what I'm thinking about. I read this thing that says that I can't remember what year it was, so I don't want to quote the year, but they said the whole concept of love was invented like 200 or 300 years ago. There was no such thing as marrying for love, being together.
So you
for
mean Adam
love.
and Eve was a damn lie?
They said they made
Yeah.
up marriage.
I can
They
understand
said that
that.
they made up they made up marriage. for
They made
certain
up the
things.
whole
They
concept.
made up
Outliers.
Christmas was
Which
when
one?
people was getting
Outliers.
drunk.
It's so easy
Outliers?
to be selfish.
Outliers, yes.
Outliers with Malcolm Gladwell.
Yes.
It's a really good book.
It's a great book.
It's a good
So
book.
I don't agree with him. I think the public made monogamy
I think so,
not
too.
acceptable, just like they made being a hoe acceptable. Because when we were younger, if you was a hoe, that's a hoe. It's just like
It was a bit. It was like a scarlet
now
letter.
you not lit if you're not sucking dick.
Yeah.
What? You're not sucking
I
dick.
didn't
in
hear
that.
But yo,
I suck his dick in a Ferrari
Kim-
with a top knot.
Little
Like it's
Kim
a thing.
changed
Like
that,
it's
though,
lit.
Kaya, little Kim was
We're not
drinking
about to sit
baby.
here and blame Kimberly Ann Jones for that, okay? We're not about to blame my girl Kimberly for that.
Kimberly,
because before,
wait, talking about, that ain't no
let's
blame.
talk about sex,
Kim, you was
baby.
God because of that. Wait, talking about, let's
I'll
get it
take it,
straight.
man. Let's talk about sex. All these
Kim,
people was before Little Kim.
Kim, you was a God for that.
SWV is
When you
wild
told
fresh
people-
when I finally listened to their album as an
Nah,
adult.
that's
R&B
not-
music was wilding too.
That's not rap. When Little Kim was talking about drinking the babies, taking in the butt,
They was
yes,
wildin'
yes,
before
what?
her.
No. Everybody was wilding before, but it took, like y'all saying right now, social media has taken it another height. Y'all don't understand. Little Kim, when she came out, she took it musically to a whole nother level. She had girls wearing blonde
did.
wigs, and girls was coming over now who wasn't sucking dick, talking about, let me work on my sucking dick game, and they was swallowing.
Listen, let me bust something out to you.
What are we
As
talking about?
entertainers, like he said earlier, we in the music field,
Mm-hmm.
so we know that was made. Realistically, Little Kim was not for children. I was not allowed to listen to Little Kim, and I never listened to Little
You're the
Kim.
only one. Everybody was listening to
I knew all the
Kim.
I'm
lyrics.
the only one. A lot of my friends was
I'm
not
just a
listening.
guy. I got you. I'm just
like-
fucking with you. Calm down. man.
So you know,
You're
like
on TV.
the whole thing that I'm saying
I'm
is
saying now you can't control it.
No, you can't.
Being
No,
listened to, you know what I'm
can't.
saying?
You're right.
So I agree with you. Like Little Kim did switch the style up.
No, you're right. You're
But
right.
now,
concept.
City Girls.
They different.
When I was a kid, a Little Kim was an adult, and I knew to stay in a child's place.
But we
Now,
had
if I was a
Trina.
child now, a city girl, I'm gonna think I'm a city girl.
But City Girl is
I don't look at them as
Trinas.
grown adults, but I don't, as a child,
They do
I don't
look-
look
yeah.
at
Yeah,
city
I see
girls
what you
as
don't
them,
see that
their
big
children. I look at
separation.
them as teenagers, 19, 20 years old. I'm dead eyes.
I feel you.
When I was a child, I never looked at Little Kim as an
Yeah,
18,
oh,
19.
yeah, I
She was
got you.
a grown child.
You looked at her different.
The reason what I'm saying is like when the late 90s, I mean early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, like this is all before 95. Like being a drug dealer was like being a star.
Yes.
Whether you
Shout out
never
to the drug
sold
dealers.
drug dealers in your life, but what I'm saying is like it was such a bad concept because nothing good. I mean, I'm sure some people escaped, but I would say about 98% of people didn't escape. Most
Yeah,
people got
that's
killed.
true.
Most people went to prison.
Lost their
Most
money.
people lost their money. Most people got betrayed by
shot,
friends,
paralyzed.
friendships. There was
That's an
so
example of a lifestyle that looks amazing that you don't know what's going on.
But listen to what I'm saying to you. Let's take 85 to 95, right? That's just 10 years. In 10 years, selling drugs destroyed so many people's lives because it became the it thing to do. So that's what I'm trying to ask with communication and relationship. Are we doing the it thing to do just for us to pay for it later?
I was just about to say it goes back to your topic.
There was kids. I knew kids. 5 of them a drug dealer. The 6th one is like, I'm not doing that. And they were the odd person out. It's like I'm not doing that. Be like, you're not. Nah, I'm not doing that. That's not my life.
Cornball.
Yes.
That's when they call him a cornball, you said?
Cornball, and I love the
I don't-
cornball.
I
Cornball,
wouldn't say
come to
that.
mama.
I
Come to
never,
mama.
yo, listen.
I say more of an
You're
independent
so
thinker.
smart. Come
I
to
would say
mama.
that's an independent thinker.
It is.
I would say that
but listen,
too. That
it
could
comes
make
to
him a
how you
cornball.
raise,
But
right?
That's what people is. But listen, this is my
It
thing.
is.
So many
is?
people
You think?
follow the same.
No, not
like
to me.
you mean to tell me you gonna watch all of these niggas go to jail?
No,
You gonna
not
watch
back
all
then.
these
No.
people-
No,
I'm talking
it
about
took
in general
years
now.
before that happened. The cars came first. The jewelry
right.
came
The
first.
girls.
The
But
you
girls
will
came
watch-
first. You got to remember, from
traveling.
85, 86, 80,
But how
everybody
many of them
was
are
lit.
successful?
It didn't start going down till mid-90s. You started seeing all these
They was catching
people
big charges, Rico.
30
Yeah,
years
yeah.
and this and that. It took years before you caught on to what was really happening.
You know what you need to
A
watch?
lot of people got caught up in that.
Go home and watch the Supreme Team documentary. 1,
On
2, and
Showtime.
3.
Sorry.
And you will see when the drug stuff changed and all
I
that type
know.
of
you don't
I
have
watched
Showtime, you
every
just
documentary.
can
Is it with
subscribe
the
for free.
lady on there in LA
Now you got to
too?
get it, yeah.
Was the lady in there, the queen or whatever from California?
No.
No.
That shit, a different one.
It's like a
But-
3
but
series.
on the
I
real
have to watch
shit-
documentaries all the
We're
damn
supposed to
time.
go see that at the Tribeca
It's a
Film
mini
Festival.
docu.
Yeah, but on the real shit, to avoid stonewalling, I think, just to wrap it up, I think she came, you have to find somebody that's compatible with you truly.
Yes.
Right? Compatibility, people don't think about that. If you find compatibility, if you meet somebody that's doing things that you don't like, you really might not be compatible with them. If you put the compatibility in front of it, they will excuse some of the stuff that other men are going to ask you to work on. Women are just going to keep it pumping. They're going to say that that's just my man. That's how he do. And I'm cool with it because I'm compatible and he loves me. So we have to focus on the compatibility first, and maybe that'll limit the
Right.
stonewalling.
I
Right.
agree. And one thing that you always say that I hope our audience take away from this, and I wish we could push that more, approach a woman, fellas, like approach a woman as a friend. I know that sounds corny,
Yep.
but if you could make her your friend first, that means you're really confident.
Yeah.
Because if you are really that dude, you make her your friend first, you're not going to get friend zoned because you're that dude. You could be like, yo, let's be friends first. Let me get to know you, and then we could go a little
But he
bit
don't gotta
further.
make her a friend. If it's in his mind that when he's approaching her, like, yo, I'm just fuck with her for a minute. Let me just see what's up with her. You might have sex with her the same day, next day, but your mental when you're approaching her, it will be totally different because you don't need to spit the game at her. You just looking at her like, yo, let's see what's popping. And let's see if we're gonna work it out. And I'm not talking about working out. Be together. Like
Let's see what's up.
Let's just see what's up. And we can move on from there. You might have a boyfriend, you might be dating somebody, but if we being straight up with each other, the odds are we're not gonna hit those roadblocks that most people hit.
Right.
I agree. I think friendship, the intro to friendship probably helps because at the end of the day, as corny, I used to think that was corny.
Me too.
That if you end up chilling and being friends and y'all never smash or do anything, you could end up making a really good friend.
A good business partner.
Yeah, business,
Everything.
somebody that could really be in your corner in life.
It takes maturity though,
It takes maturity,
because if
it
she
does.
looks good, we want to hit.
This is a fact.
We want to hit, and then
Yeah,
once
my
I hit, then we could be friends.
My man don't believe that. That's my friend could like.
No, we hitting first.
Oh,
And then
my
we becoming
gosh.
friends.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
he's
yes.
not gonna believe that anybody can just be my friend. Like that's it. But then someone that was my friend showed me that like, oh, okay, maybe he was right.
Boys
about
are
that.
over sexualized earlier. That's
Dudes will
why.
wait 50 years. I'm gonna say this,
Just
and
to
then
feel that
we guard Marie, boss lady. I know a man 50 years waited for a woman.
50 years?
50 years. They were 70 something. He came to this girl's mother and said, you know, I've been loving you for 50 years. And I looked at her, and I wasn't with my wife, and I said, didn't I tell you niggas will linger around just to get
Just
that
to
box?
get it.
They'll
Yes.
linger
You was in love with
around
her?
just to, they'll linger
that all the time.
around.
Enough?
I say that all the time, and girls be like, "You're
Male
being
female
weird and
relationships are
insecure."
very rare.
Like, no, this is how men are.
Yes.
I'm sorry, it's
They're
the fact.
lingering the hit.
Not all,
Stop.
but majority. Most men don't want to be a fucking female's friend. For
No.
for what?
Thank you. God damn. Man, yo, get this motherfucker.
What are we doing?
Give her all the trophies.
You don't lift weights.
No, you got both
don't
of
watch
them.
sports.
Thank you.
You don't
Never got a
listen to what I
trophy.
listen
Thank you.
to. What the fuck we doing?
Yo, I like this girl right
What are we
here.
doing?
Bring her back. Queen's in the building.
What are we doing?
You don't think a man could be your friend?
I didn't say that. The intention when a man sees a beautiful
No, let her
woman,
keep it. let her
But
keep
if
it.
you let him hit, he'll take it.
the intention when a man sees a beautiful woman walking down the street, right? Let's say I see Jada walking down the street, right? Because I like
want to
girls.
hit.
I'm not gonna see her like I'm gonna. Hey, let's say I'm on SO. Oh, SO, I want to be her friend. I'm like, she fine. I'm gonna see what she's doing.
Is that a real compliment?
We be friends, but in the back of my mind, my intent is that I want to have sex with this girl.
You want to have sex with her, but if you approach her like, yo,
Right. Hey,
I'ma
baby
just
girl, where you
holler
going
at you,
tonight?
blah,
Come on,
blah,
I
blah,
gotta show you
blah.
what
Let's
time
see
to come
what's
to the
up.
party. Right.
I got more of a chick because I'm not
Right.
stressing her.
So that's why when men say it to
women,
women, it's not an insecure thing, and the women will make that a thing. Nigga, you mad fucking insecure? Don't nobody. Yes, that nigga do like you, bitch. He didn't ask for your number for no reason.
thank you.
What if your friend, like, what if you were in that friend and then your friend was like, yo, you could get it. And then as it's happening, your friend said, hey, if you take it, you're responsible for me moving on forward.
Hey, listen.
You gotta do it.
it. Men don't want to be friends with ladies
Thank you.
when they first see an attractive woman.
Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying? Can a friendship grow though? Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
No,
my shoe came
you didn't
off.
do that.
Her foot
You
came
didn't do that.
off.
Oh, I thought that
You
was
did
her
that.
shoe.
Girl, that's a cheap trophy.
I'll
That's
take this
because he
one.
gave it
Don't do
to
her.
you. It's like, I'm joking.
What a hater. Hate is real.
Well, thank
damn
you
ankle.
so much.
This is
Jada,
a
you want to
pure
close
example
out?
of a woman trying to be down with men. She broke her fucking ankle. playing
Yeah.
She knows she don't play. Trying to please a man instead of just being honest.
She
Listen,
should have been doing
I don't
head
play-
and she wouldn't have messed up.
OMG.
You can't break your foot doing head.
Yeah.
Nah. Stonewalling though, like he said, is how you say it and how the other person perceives it also. Because you could say it very nice. You can even plan out a whole fucking dinner and be like, listen, babe, I don't know the nice way to tell you getting fat. Like, there's no nice
Or you
way to
can't
say
cook.
certain things. Yeah, like.
Can you?
Been a little,
I just think that's just topics that are just tough for people to talk
It shouldn't
about.
be hard. It
I
shouldn't be
think
that hard.
I think it is.
They know they fat.
I think communication is the
I
lot.
know I
think
got a
comprehension
stomach.
is the
I
key.
know.
Yeah,
So
but
if you gonna tell me if Jada be like, yo, work on your shit, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna work on my shit because I want my woman to look at me like, look at this nigga. I'm an egomaniac.
Especially
look
if
at
she
me.
didn't meet him fat. Like, come on now.
I
Come
think
on,
It may be harsh reality, but it's the truth. I didn't meet you that
Is she
way.
fucking
I
with me?
fell in love with you for everything, and that's down to your physical appearance. So when you start
Yes.
doing that, it's
So
not
God
that I'm not
forbid-
in love with you no more. I don't love you. It's just like
I'm not
it's
attracted.
not it's not making it easy for me to go, ooh, baby,
so
ooh, you
God
look good."
forbid,
Like, no.
God forbid, I hate to go extreme. God forbid I lose one of my legs. Then what?
That's different.
I
That's
just
not
had this
getting fat.
conversation.
You me gonna say your dick better keep working.
That's the important part.
She gonna say I'm
If
gonna
that
sit
thing
on
is
you.
still, if that
We
thing's
gon-
still thinking,
I'm gonna
we
get you a
rolling
prosthetic,
out.
nigga. We
Like,
got
yeah.
money.
Say something.
You gonna walk around this motherfucker? Trust me.
But y'all, that's
Please.
why it is so important. That is why it is so important to have the conversations with the person that you're with and to really understand who you're dealing with. Are you with someone who can be honest? Are you with someone who truly
You
fucking
know that
cares
already.
about you?
When you meet
No,
a nigga,
like-
you know a nigga confident or not.
Nigga, I'm
You
talking
had
about when it comes
conversations
to
with a
him losing
nigga.
a fucking leg. When it comes to you losing a fucking leg,
It's
everybody is
different
not gonna
energy.
stay solid.
I got
So
you.
that's when shit gets deep.
I would
you.
say
I need to
about
I know you're talking about losing a leg.
No,
My
no,
bad.
I would say about 25% people probably
Yo,
What?
Yeah.
would
Would
stay.
stay.
that's what I'm
Not a lot of people's
saying.
gonna
If you lost a leg
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and no
Oh, no,
prosthetic,
my wife I know will stay, but
Not
what
a
I'm
lot of
saying
people
is,
gonna
and no prosthetic,
bro, it's tough. That's a big
prosthetic.
Not
responsibility.
a lot of people's gonna stay.
We gotta go.
All right, we gotta go.
Listen.
boss ladies here.
In-
Wrap it up, Jada.
In conclusion, y'all, you got to make sure you having these real ass conversations in your relationship.
Yep.
And first I just want to thank Kaya for coming in and showing out and having
Thank
a
you for
nice
having me. I had a
perspective.
blast.
That's my boo now, And so we,
Not like that, because I don't want
We
your
aight.
baby daddy. Because I date girls for real, so I don't want her baby daddy think it's a thing. That's my boo. That's my boo.
we had the great.
do that over there. Don't do that over here.
Yo, get me off this camera. I gotta go.
Okay, we had to say
It's
bye
too
to Esso. Esso, we had a hot spot for Esso today. But in conclusion, just keep it real. Have a real conversation with the person that you're dealing with. Be honest. Learn how to let go of that baggage. Learn how to just, And I'm just so happy to be back after being fired for 3 weeks. And I just want y'all to know that we love you here. Like, subscribe, share it to a friend.
Big shout out to Patreon. And then
Patreon.
I know you guys love how the two ladies try to box EXO out today.
did not try to
EXO
box
out. They
EXO
try to
out.
box EXO out.
Let me tell
EXO
you
was
something.
like,
for someone
he
who,
went to the
for two
ropes.
people that read the full agreements, y'all sure take a lot of things personal.
Sure. How you just gonna group people
Don't
in?
take it personal.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Kaya.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
me.
so
I really
much.
been having a blast. I like
Queen's
talking
in the
about
building though, so
other
she's
things.
allowed to be back.